What is up, people? How are you guys doing? I hope you're having a great day. Now, we're going to get straight into it. I don't want to linger too much on this. I've spent the past 3 days just talking about this, and turns out I'm basically right about everything. I predicted the future, baby, from 3 days ago. This is basically confirming what I literally said last night, and I'm going to just super speed it, and then maybe we can get to some lighter weight stuff. Let's have a little laugh today. It's been quite a couple of days of nothing but talking about war and a couple of other stuff. And I also want to talk about Hassan, because apparently he still is very stupid and insists on getting himself in trouble. I mean, he's playing extreme sports with his life right now.
Zelensky now says, "Hey, I'm ready to sign that minerals deal with the United States." This despite
Would you look at that? He knew he fucked up the moment they both weighed on him, and yeah,
his heated confrontation.
Why'd they give him?
Sucks to suck.
Hey, it's the content president. Why do they have a wrestling belt on?
And I'm sure you saw it
Why not?
with President Trump and Vice President Vance in the Oval Office on Friday afternoon.
Madeline Rivera is live in Washington with the latest for us. Hey, Maddie.
Hi, guys. Good morning. Yeah, despite that spat with President Trump, the Oval Office on Friday, Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky says he remains confident that he thinks his relationship...
Everybody acts like that shit's a big deal. Like, it's not a big deal. People get in arguments like that all the time. It's not.
No. I think it is a big deal. Politicians hate each other behind the scenes, but they never show face. They never show their true intent. And I don't know why Zelensky is so condescending about this whole thing. I mean, he has been since the beginning of the war with everyone that's trying to help him. He seems like he knows something that we don't.
Like, I bet probably privately it's like way worse than that. It's like not good that it was public. But
I guess 2 or 3 years of Biden, and he now feels entitled that he was basically trained, I think, into believing his own oaths.
But
feeling them
on
too
like
much.
A personal, emotional level with them, they probably don't give a fuck.
With the United States and with President Trump can be repaired. And like you said, Steve, he is still confident and optimistic that they can reach a minerals deal with the United States. He still wants security guarantees, though. But Trump administration officials say security guarantees.
I think someone explained to him, like, brother, America has invested interest in your land. That's a security guarantee, brother. I mean, they don't need to outright say it and anger Putin. Let him find it out. Let him figure it out.
These are contingent on a peace deal, and they don't even know if peace is possible at this point. That's why they say they're trying to get Russian President Vladimir Putin to the negotiating table.
President Zelensky has...
Yeah, and by saying that you want to piss on his mother's grave, yeah, that's not going to
thrown off the sequencing. And Margaret, let me tell you the most tragic part of this. The President Trump's idea for this economic arrangement was to further intertwine the American people and the Ukrainian people and show no daylight.
Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent says a minerals deal is currently off the table. To get it back on track, some Republicans and U.S. officials... So,
verbatim, I just watched this video. I'm just going to skip through it for you guys. Verbatim, basically, they said what I said last night. It was painfully obvious, to be fair.
That is necessary, and they argue that task falls on Zelensky.
Something has to change. Either he needs to come to his senses and come back to the table in gratitude, or someone else needs to lead the country to do that. I mean, it's up to the Ukrainians to figure that out.
European leaders are grappling with a fallout after holding a summit with other
Bro, how the fuck do we cahoots America into giving us more money?
European leaders in London over the weekend. UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer announced the outlines of a plan to end the war. The Associated Press reports the proposal would keep aid flowing
I don't know why, it's kind of gay.
To Ukraine and continue to arm them from any future Russian invasion. Starmer reportedly says the UK is ready to put boots on the ground and planes in the air.
That's crazy that they're actually going to send troops over to Ukraine. Like, I
that's fucking stupid. Yeah, like he said.
Believe that when I see it.
No, I mean, this is so stupid. I really wish that they wouldn't go.
That's nuts. Yeah, is that war?
No more youngsters need to die. Nobody else needs to die.
World War III? I mean, maybe. Like, I don't really think it's World War III, to be honest. Like, unless they start attacking Russia, it's not really going to happen.
Plan would still need U.S. support.
Europe must do the heavy lifting.
Listing again. He said listing, not lifting.
But to support peace in our continent and to succeed, this effort must have strong U.S. backing.
French President Emmanuel Macron spoke to another French outlet where he suggested that a limited month-long...
So basically, they're saying we're gonna hit Russia over the head with this stick, even if America doesn't back us up. So they better back us up if they want Russia to not win this war. They're forcing America into defending the good people.
Truce.
And if not, you're a bad guy. Then America's a monster, right?
May be possible in Ukraine, and he said troops could be deployed at a later stage.
Yeah.
Lawrence, Steve, Ryan, and Ames.
He said the their boots are gonna hit the ground. I mean,
so Maddie, when he left Washington on Friday, he said, I was not ready to sign that deal. 48 hours later, I'm ready to sign that deal, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Of course, yeah, because who else is gonna help him?
Yeah, fucking obviously, right? Like, I mean, that makes sense. What a surprise. Yeah. No, I mean, of course that's what's going to happen, because the thing is that he did not say that. He never said that. Well, we'll see. Not until we see it. That's a good point. I wouldn't be surprised if he came back and did it, though. I'll tell you that.
There's no other option. I mean, he has to do it. I'm pretty sure his advisors were yelling the fuck out of him, his ears, blasting him. I'm sorry, this guy sucks. What? And the shoes, they don't go together.
That.
You know, we saw documents of this deal on Friday. Our Jackie Heinrich sent it out, but they were not signed. Of course, that means nothing was completely agreed to.
Yes.
But look, obviously, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, he was told reportedly by some of his advisors about how to approach the president here. And clearly, he did not follow that suggested approach. Now he says he's ready to sign the.
You basically have a script. When you have a meeting with someone important, you basically have a script. This is what's going to happen. This is what's going to be talked about. This is how it has to go in order for X, Y, and Z to be accomplished. He literally went off script in the specifically 180 degrees, wrong way.
Minerals deal. We will see if that is going to be happening at all.
Thanks, Maddie. He was going to sign the deal if they got through the press conference. That's all he had to do was get through the press conference. The whole thing was
Don't take the bait.
It wasn't going to be. He wouldn't have shown up. He wasn't going to sign the deal. So that was a done deal.
I don't know which news anchor or whatever the fuck where I heard this or where I read this. I'm pretty sure Zelensky specifically requested a face-to-face meeting with Trump. I said this last night. They could have done it remotely. Apparently, he requested the meeting face-to-face.
So as Jack Keane brought up, who might be his biggest supporter in terms of who he blames in Mark Thiesen's column today, he said, Jack Keane says the only answer to the question he should have understood going to the Oval Office is the only answer to the question is, thank you, Mr. President. I'm going to work with you to achieve a peaceful end to this war, period. I understand he's literally at war for 3 years.
Why did he posture like that? He was literally getting berated because you are not grateful for the help you are getting, buddy. I mean, it's common sense that I would want you to be a little bit grateful for all the millions that I'm putting into your pockets.
3 years. We know.
No.
If he himself is not corrupt, he's very, very gullible, or the people behind him have him at hand with something. But I think he's just corrupt.
They're trying to. They don't like. Stupid. The thing is that he's trying to argue this from a position of equality. He's not equal to the United States. He's not equal to Russia either. Like, you got to take what you can get. And, like, it shouldn't be that way, but I think it is.
For him to be able to, or him to have the right to be as bold as he is and as pompous, he should be equal in power to Russia. He should be winning this war on his back. And right now, this is the first time he's talking about taking some other help. That's the only way he would be able to have this attitude and not be a clown.
And like, so like, I don't know how do you do that in, like, you know, because like he doesn't want to look bad in front of like his people too. Like, I'm not sure like how to handle that. Like,
his people are gonna be dead. I mean, there's no looking back. There's no looking bad when dead people are the only ones that look at you.
It's a bad situation that he's in. This thanking rhetoric is bullshit. It is bullshit, and it's not bullshit. It's the reason why they want him to do that is because it probably means that basically this is what I think. Like, I don't think that Russia is going to want to do anything.
I'm pretty sure they wouldn't say anything about thanking and whatnot if he wasn't a clown. The cunty attitude is what made them be more drastic. I'm pretty sure they didn't care.
When they have this guy calling him a murderer and fucking war criminals and saying like Russia is terrible and shit like this, right? Like, they're not going to want to do and negotiate while he's doing that. And so if he keeps doing that, then the chances of negotiations go really, really far down.
I don't know about that. I mean, Putin obviously knows Zelensky doesn't like him. Even if a peace accord is signed or whatnot, they're still not going to like each other. They don't need to like each other. They just need to stay out of each other's way. It is as simple as that. And him wanting Trump to be behind him and support him more than be just the glue between Putin and him, I mean, that's super stupid. Also, his ego is basically killing his people since the start of the war.
Like, whether it's true or not, they still go down. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter what's true. They don't want either. Yeah, exactly.
What's true is you cannot win the war. That's what's true. If you want help, you better have a little bit of humility. And to be fair, if you want the good of your people, then stop the fucking war.
And they want Zelensky to follow the lead. Are you not sure if Zelensky's grateful? I think he is. I think he's very grateful to the United States. I think absolutely he is.
You may say I am grateful and you may say thank you with your words, but everything else shows otherwise. Nothing about him says thank you truly.
And I feel like the premise of this is a little bit silly, but they are trying to basically just get him in line.
They come back from war after 6 months, they're not the
and
same.
Have him not talk
He's not
shit,
a typical
basically.
leader. And I'm not making excuses, but he goes to the front lines every day.
My cat's trying to get in the wardrobe.
Those 20,000 kids that were stolen, he knows those parents. They're sitting there in Russia. He knows most of the...
I wonder if, and to be fair, I wouldn't make a difference to me. So what, you came to my daughter's or, not daughter, son's, when you bury him, mortuary. Anyway, you got the idea. My son is still dead. I don't care about you coming and taking a little bit of time out of your busy day to come and see the dead people that you caused.
Maybe 600,000 troops or 500,000 troops that are no longer on the battlefield, dead or wounded. But his stress is unbelievable.
Yeah.
But why an aide next to him says, hey, let's not, maybe this isn't a good time to show up. He didn't have to show up to that. He could have had that, they could have signed it, sent it, it could have been done. And all the pressure would have been on Russia because...
Isn't Fox supposed to be one of the good news outlets these days? Are they specifically leaving out the fact that Zelensky wanted the meeting, or do they just not know? It's impossible for them to not know.
All indications are Russia doesn't want to sit down and do anything. What their early demands were are a non-starter.
Well, he was told to
The lady seems very happy for some reason.
show up at the White House in a suit and tie. It was specific.
Yeah, if they told him to do that, he didn't do that. He in a situation where he should have done that. Like,
why is he doing everything possible to make his life harder and his people's lives harder?
the thing is, Asman, you don't know what you're talking about, do you? What do I not know what I'm talking about? Because you're a consistent disagreeers, right? And so what are you unhappy about that I'm saying? And so Zelensky, no, the thing is that if you have these people that are going to give you a bunch of money and they have they have the ability to solve your problem, I would show up in a suit.
Have a little bit of humility, especially if they ask you to do something. And come on, it's not that hard. Put on a little suit for 2 hours and get however much money, like 300 million or whatever the fuck.
I would.
That's a good payday.
At the end of the day, right? It's like, because at a certain point, you've got to put your pride aside. You've got to do what's going to work for you. I want you to describe how he's grateful based off his actions.
Well, based off of his actions, no, he's not grateful at all. Asman is going to show a video when he says, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Mr. President, with respect.
Thank you. America's leadership remains solid. Thank you. All this for our great people. Thank you so much.
And I thank every American, every in the world who is helping for every life saved.
Yeah, you know, grifters do this too, and they're very sorry, and this is the last time, and people that scam you, like, come on, bro, I just need a little bit of help. Give me some money. Just for food, bro, for food. Yeah, thank you very much, but give me some more. Do you have a little bit more? Yeah, I know it's the last time, brother. Give me a little bit more. No. If you're thankful, you should be ashamed to ask.
In Ukraine, all my appreciations from my heart, from the hearts of Ukrainians, all Ukrainians, from our nation, strong nations.
let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's actually say that he is genuinely thankful for the help and everything. Brother, have the foresight to know that there's no end to this. Why are you being a pawn in some other leaders' schemes? I mean, you guys are literally the ones dying. Do you not have any compassion for your people? You said you know the atrocities firsthand. You've seen everything. What the fuck is going on in your head? Nothing?
All the appreciation to you, first of all, Mr. President, for your big support. And I want to thank all Americans, each and every one, leaders and ordinary people who see this reality.
How are we doing?
Who know how important it is to protect freedom now, who support Ukraine. We are grateful to President Biden, to both parties and houses of Congress, and to every state that is involved in one way or another in protecting freedom.
Хочу подякувати пану президенту за цей його візит, за переговори, дійсно корисні. Дякую також від імені усіх українців, усім американцям. Звичайно.
So don't you think you should maybe shut the fuck up and figure it out for yourself before you go around talking shit to me? What do you think about that? This video is not even halfway over, and I didn't start it from the beginning, and you still got here. Now you roaching out over some.
Having the guy say the words doesn't mean he's actually thankful, bro. I mean,
shit.
I don't know if Asmongold is playing around or what the fuck is going on, but saying the words does not imply, or saying the words and then having actions that show the exact opposite. I would trust the actions, not the words.
Fucking making some bullshit up that didn't even happen.
And he's not gonna ban this guy. The guy is gonna change his mind. And Asmongold is gonna defend him because the chat is like, what? No ban? No, the guy changed his mind. That's good. But is it the truth? And even if it was the truth, why would the guy still want to go to war? Why would the guy still want his people to die?
I don't have anything negative to say about that.
To Steve's point, he has this congressional meetup, and Lindsey Graham, to your point, says, don't blow up, go out to be grateful, be thankful, and you go do it this way.
Wear a suit.
Wear a suit. He goes there, Ainsley, and does the exact opposite of all the advice that he was given, and he tries to litigate his case before the media.
He should have worn a suit.
It's almost like he's playing a little bit of role play.
Like, if they told him to wear a suit, he should have worn a suit. No, he should not. Why not? Solidarity with your soldiers? What do you...
That's the most moronic thing ever. They are in their...
You think the soldiers are going to care more about the war getting ended and having the United States be on their side more? Or are they going to care about him, what he's wearing? Come on. They're going to care about keeping getting killed or what he's wearing? It's a stupid request. And that's exactly why he should have done it. The fact is that it's an unreasonable, weird request.
Even if it's fucked up and even if it's a power play by Trump and the US, they are giving you the power for you to defend and possibly win the war. Just dance, monkey. If that's what they want you to do, just dance for the betterment of your people.
It doesn't matter a whole lot. It's patronizing. It is. But the thing is that when you are in charge of something, especially people's lives, your ego needs to not exist.
And it's not like Trump, maybe he did it in the TV shows that he had, but J.D. Vance also, I mean, he seems like a very rational person. He wouldn't just flip off on that, on Zelensky for no reason. The passive-aggressive attitude and the constant disrespect shown by him made him go over the edge. Why would you have that in your house? Why would you invite someone that treats you like that in your own house? What?
You can't make decisions and do things because of the way...
Maybe it's common practice to go in your neighbor's house and then shit on him at his dinner table, but in Ukraine, the rest of the world, usually you have your best behavior when you're a guest at someone's house.
Way that it makes you feel or what you think. That's it. You can't do that. When you do that, you lose. Such a dumb argument. It is patronizing. It is. But he is in a position to be patronized because the United States are the ones that have the money that are funding them. And the United States have been giving them a bunch of money, and they will continue giving them a bunch of money. He is in that position. We are their patron. He's being patronized because we are patronizing that country by sending them billions of dollars of aid. And
Again, it's because of him. It's because of his attitude and everything. They wouldn't do this for just for shits and giggles.
Should have done it. That's it.
I'm puzzled why anyone thinks that trying to be a peacemaker is a bad thing. It's only a bad thing when it's Donald Trump trying to do it. I would ask everybody this. If there are no negotiations, what is the alternative? Another 4 years of war, another 3 years of war in which the United States and Europe continues to pour billions of dollars into a war in Ukraine? Is that the alternative?
I said this multiple times yesterday. It sounds like a conspiracy, but I think Europe is trying to seize the opportunity to weaken Russia. A war of attrition. Also, someone asked in chat, why would Russia sign the agreement? Russia doesn't want to continue the war. Russia wants a little bit of land. I'm sure they're not gonna be satisfied with less than they wanted, but they also want the war to settle down, to cease. They don't want people to die anymore. He's losing popularity, Putin, in Russia, losing a lot of money for no reason. Nobody wants the war. War is not good for business unless you, like I said yesterday, unless your business is war. And also, I think Zelensky had half a mind to think that they didn't need America, or he would get all the backing that he needed from Europe. Maybe that's why he didn't present his best attitude or best self. Because it's a very moronic move. I mean,
I've asked every foreign minister I meet with, tell me your idea of how this turns out. Most don't have a plan. A few have said, well, let's give them another year of fighting. A year from now, a year later, after another year of death, another year of destruction, then maybe Putin will be ready to negotiate at that point.
Let's give them another year. I don't care how many people die. It's not my family. It's not my children. Who knows? 1 year, more or less, it doesn't give a fuck. It doesn't give a matter. No consequences. There's just money, right? It's just drones, just tanks. The soldiers are just numbers.
No one here is claiming Vladimir Putin is going to get the Nobel Peace Prize this year, or that he should be the man of the year of the Humanitarian Association. What we're arguing here is he has a very large country.
Yeah, they think Putin's a piece of shit too, but they just know that saying it about him is going to cause the negotiations to go downhill. That's it. They know he's a piece of shit. Everybody knows.
I think even Putin knows he's a piece of shit. I don't think. I mean, there's maybe a little bit of a god complex in him, but I'm pretty sure he knows, like, there's a little piece of shit in me somewhere.
He's a piece of shit. Yeah, everybody knows that. Like,
also, apparently, he's just a product of his environment and his upbringing and his special training and shit. I mean,
full war footing. They're cranking out weapons now at a war footing pace, and we need to figure out, is there a way to get them to stop the war? And the only way you're going to do that is to get Russians engaged in negotiations.
After hearing that, Chris Van Hollen, who's just off the hook on Gaza, he's against the Israelis and anything that Donald Trump's doing. He says he regrets his supporting Marco Rubio for Secretary of State. So does he understand? Number one, Marco Rubio was sitting right there. No one told Marco Rubio what to say there. No. Number two is the Russians are losing.
It's very clear that the problem why I think they're mad is because things that happen publicly are not what happened privately. And so it's actually a very personal reason why people are getting pissed off about this topic. It's got nothing else to do besides other stuff.
Yeah, bro, you're not following the game plan. We talked about something. You said that you're going to do something, and when the time came, you didn't do it.
1,000 troops a day.
Yeah.
If you read the New York Post today, they interviewed 25 people sitting in Ukrainian prisons. Nobody knew what they were fighting for.
That
they
is
all were
not how
there
you make
because they were threatening
alliances.
their families, or that they had absolutely no money and they promised to pay their families if they got killed. They're literally doing human sacrifices. So there's a chance that the Russians might be, we're great at misreading the Russians when they were Soviets too. There's a chance that they might be hollowed out and might be ready. And let's just put the ball in their court. Everyone in Ukraine, just sign this deal, put it in the Russians' court. And if they are going to insist on elections, more land, not returning the children, and knocking a million-man force to 85,000, everyone will know they're not sincere.
Yeah, but Zelensky doesn't want to do it. And I think that's the problem right now. He's showboating. He went over to the EU.
It doesn't matter if it's sincere or not. If they do what they said that they're going to do, sincerity doesn't matter.
And tried to get all of their support in a sense of to put pressure on the president. Right. And then you got the PM as well as the ambassador, the UK ambassador to the United States saying, okay, we're going to be there with you, but we still need the United States. And so I think there's a major miscalculation.
I wonder if that means, like, if the United States isn't going to back us up, we're going to not back you up. Or that means that, hey, we're going to give you a little bit of power or a little bit of help because that's all we can muster.
calculation from Zelensky's part. He still wants to fight this war. It's unwinnable. More people will die as a result of it. And the president's saying, like he said in the Oval, I want you to be more on our side. The president said, I can't get a negotiation. I have to be.
Yeah, Trump can't be on Zelensky's side. He can't be on Zelensky's side and solve the problem. You can do one or the other. You can't do both.
In the middle. But I'm signing a minerals deal with you. That is your strategic support. But that's not
exactly what I said yesterday, and exactly what I said 2 days ago or 3 days ago when the first meeting happened, before I watched the video. His attitude and everything leading up to that showed that he is not prepared to have peace and to have a ceasefire. Even in the Lex Friedman podcast, he literally did nothing but he showed that he wants this to go on as far as needed for Putin to pay. I don't think that's ever going to happen without millions of people dying for no reason. Enough have died as is. Enough people have lost their lives and their livelihoods and their homes and everything. What is this, a plot to level the whole of Ukraine and then rebuild it by oligarchs or something?
not enough for Zelensky right now.
That's right. Netanyahu has to deal with his right wing. He's got a right wing. And there's a right wing of Zelensky that says, you better not agree to stop fighting. They invaded us. Yeah. They killed our families. They destroyed.
Nobody's saying they're not in the wrong, brothers or brother, because I don't think the populace is actually agreeing with Zelensky. I would take a very good guess that they want this to end.
Our infrastructure,
yeah, of course.
We're doing damage. Well, so he can't just, he is not a dictator. And he is still dealing with a democracy and a parliament.
It's still unclear, though, if Vladimir Putin will agree to a deal.
Oh,
that's my point.
Well, here's the thing. Yesterday, the foreign minister of Russia, Lavrov, said that he saluted Donald Trump's common sense on the issue, even though they don't align on everything. And also, the foreign minister spokesperson said that what happened in the Oval Office was a miracle of restraint, they said, the Russians did, that Donald Trump and J.D. Vance did not punch Zelensky in the nose, essentially.
That would not happen. They wouldn't do that. That's so politically stupid. No, no shape, form, no. They're not children. Zelensky would probably get up and try to do something. Maybe if he's retarded enough. He seemed like he's that much of a hothead and not a very calculated guy. Trump, no way.
Well, he addressed
because JD also, no.
And so I'm thinking that's really where I'm at. Yeah, the Russians aren't being asked for any concessions. The Ukrainians aren't being given any security guarantees. What reason would Russia have to stop?
They do not want to. I'm pretty sure Putin wouldn't want to end the war right now if he wouldn't look bad if he said, I surrender or I cease to go after what I wanted, whatever the fuck he wanted else. He's not to be trusted. I wouldn't trust him either. Just cease fire and get the fuck out of there. Take your families and go somewhere safe. That's the game plan. That's everything that you have at hand. That's the best option.
Because Russia would probably get some of the land from Ukraine, and they probably get.
You are retarded if you go back in Ukraine and rebuild your life 2 years from now to be, or 4 years or 6 years to be faced with this situation again. It's literally like the people in Florida that keep building paper houses near the beach. Sorry for the mispronunciation.
Get some money out of it. That's the reason, right? That's probably what's going to happen. I feel like that's the way it would resolve.
The beach is a bitch, though.
Yeah, and after that, I don't know. Just do it again in 5 years. You can't do that. You can't give them anything if you hope for peace. What's next? I don't know. But my point is that the thing is that, like, with Ukraine being involved in this, there's two separate things. There's what should Ukraine do and what should the United States. So reward their transgressions.
Ukraine should surrender. The United States should not give a fuck. If they want to die, sure. It's your lives. Your country.
A lot of people get fixated around the concept around being...
If I were president of any country, I would not want my young generations to die in someone else's war for no reason.
Right and wrong. And that's not the right way to look at things.
Yeah, well, I constantly said that right and wrong is just a human construct. There's no moral compass over here. It's just a matter of perspective. Let's see what she has to say about this. This is good. This should be good.
Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard. Welcome to Fox News Sunday.
Morning, Shannon.
So what is the intelligence community's assessment of Vladimir Putin and his future ambitions?
Well, I want to focus, first of all, on President Trump's goal and the reality that's on the ground. And that's the thing that seems to be getting lost in what we're seeing in President Zelensky's statements in the White House and the European leaders' response to this. President Trump recognizes the urgent need to end this war after 3 long, bloody years and has proven that he is the only person that can do this. President Zelensky has different aims in mind.
Yeah, I said last night also and 2 days ago, I find it very, very appalling that Zelensky he said, thank you. Yeah, sure, our populace is dying. The youngsters, you guys need to help us. We are dying on the front lines. He's only doing that when he's begging for money. When Trump is telling him that you need to end the war because you are losing people, too many people for no reason, he keeps talking about fighting on. He does not care about the people. He just cares about the money.
He has said that he wants to end this war.
Or he could genuinely care about making Putin pay, but that's not the way you probably are too. Your gust of wind cannot move him.
But he will only accept an end, apparently, that leads to what he views as Ukraine's victory, even if it comes at an incredibly high cost of potentially World War III or even a nuclear war. President Trump is committed to peace and to freedom. We're seeing this big divergence here between his position and his commitment.
Let's say he's retarded. Let's say he's altruistic. Let's say he is doing what he wants to do with his country. They want to fight Russia. Go ahead and fight Russia. Why is Europe and why is basically the only Europe is supporting him right now, right? Why is Europe supporting a lunatic? Why are they not considering the fact that they can end this in World War III or this can end in nuclear fallout?
To these values and the interests of the American people and the interests of President Zelensky and these European leaders. This is an issue that has to be resolved. I know President Trump is committed to doing this, and that's really where the next step needs to lead.
Yeah, so what is that next step? Because one of the criticisms of the Biden administration is that they hadn't talked to Putin for years. President Trump is doing that. He's having that conversation. But now it seems the relationship with Zelensky is broken, at least temporarily. How does that get back on track? Because he's got to be part of the conversation as well.
Of course. And President Trump has made very clear that in his previous conversation,
I think Ukraine has a better chance of ending the war, and the best outcome for Ukraine is to end the war, and that will be with someone else. You need to have elections, or you need to have some way of taking power from Zelensky, and hopefully not another corrupt face would come in his wake.
With both Putin and Zelensky, that he wants to engage with both. He wants to engage in honest and real negotiations, and unfortunately what happened in the White House after close to an hour of conversation when President Zelensky directly challenged President Trump and Vice President Vance in front of the media and the American people. He really showed his...
He basically called them monsters because we are the good guys and you're not supporting the good guys. I mean, are you supporting the bad guys then? If you're not with me, you're with him, right?
Lack of interest in any...
Childish bullshit.
Any real good faith negotiations. I can tell you there were a lot of conversations that were happening through different emissaries, both for Zelensky and for President Trump, leading up to his visit there to the Oval Office. And President Zelensky's immediate escalation there was frankly quite a surprise. This has created a huge rift in the relationship. President Zelensky, as you pointed out in the clips that you played, doesn't believe that he did anything wrong and that there was no issue with what he brought up in the Oval Office with President Trump. There's going to have to be a rebuilding of any kind of interest in good faith negotiations, I think, before President Trump is going to be willing to re-engage on this.
Trump should literally force their hand. He should say that I will not negotiate with Zelensky. Further, I need someone else. You guys need to elect someone else and bring him back to the table so we can have actual peace. This is a bunch of bullshit and this has gone on too long.
The things that might have gotten lost in the shuffle as people were trying to listen, and now they're talking over each other. We've all seen the clips there from the Oval Office. Zelensky was saying, we did have ceasefires. I have signed onto other agreements, and yet Putin crossed those lines. He said he blew up the ceasefires. He killed my people. Does he not have a valid point that there should be real, understanding his frustrations and skepticism that Putin...
Trump answered these. He said that Putin did not attack when I was president. This is a guarantee right now also, and also with the rare earth mineral deal. That's also a guarantee. I kept saying this. Invested interest is a form of a guarantee.
Putin is actually going to be a reliable partner in whatever deal comes together.
Is he banking on the fact that the people don't understand the lingo, or what the fuck is going on? Is he just retarded and he doesn't understand himself? I think not.
Really, there's two viable paths here. One is that this war continues on as it has for over 3 years. More and more Ukrainians will lose their lives. More and more of the country of Ukraine will be decimated and destroyed in this what will continue to be essentially a war of attrition.
But think about the buildings that we can build afterwards.
What end? To what outcome? President Trump sees this reality. So the alternative to this, which he is so intent on, which he talked about continuously throughout his campaign, that the American people voted for, is his commitment to ending this war and bringing about peace. That requires bringing interested parties to the table to conduct these negotiations.
Also, a thing that almost nobody is considering right now, these guys are gonna be filled and ridden with PTSD and depression and all sorts of neurological issues after the war. The ones that survive. Let's not mention the ones that have blown up limbs, or... That's so horrendous, unfucking believable, and that nobody's considering this. I would get that if this is the only option, but it's not the only option. You do not need to die.
Of course, both sides are going to have their arguments and their interests that they are fighting for. This is the reality of how these negotiations always occur during times of war. Neither side is going to be happy, very likely, with the outcome, but ultimately it needs to lead to peace. And that's what President Trump is so committed to, because he recognizes that the longer this goes on, not only are more Ukrainians losing their lives, but it increases the potential of this escalation towards World War III that he warned against as he sat there with Zelensky, saying that he's gambling with World War III, and that's not a cost that President Trump is willing to accept.
Also, a general from Russia, I think before in December, he was tweeting something about starting the World War III shit over an IBM or ICBM, whatever the fuck. They literally talked about this, and quite a couple of times it's come up in discussion right now. I'm not gonna watch this. That's a bunch of bullshit with Ukraine. This needs to literally stop dead in its tracks. It's super depressing, and it's super fucked up that it's 2025. Technically, AI is almost upon us. Maybe one more decade or so, or a couple of more decades, and we're gonna be on Mars. Yet we're still throwing stones at each other's faces for no reason. We truly are retarded monkeys. Although we should know better. Have a little cat. Say, fuck Zelensky. Fuck him. Punk bitch. Okay, now, you know who should defend Zelensky? Hassan. Truth be told, you could argue that Zelensky right now is somewhat of a terrorist. And Hassan is also somewhat of a terrorist. At least a terrorist sympathizer. So I half expect him to, maybe tonight's stream, he's gonna be defending Zelensky wanting to continue the war.
No
Maybe we can get Hamas to help out a bit.
intro today, boys. We're jumping straight to 200%. Hassan is over. His career is donezo, and this video will make sure that that happens. I'll be real here. I think
Hassan's career has been over since he started it. Every week, his career has been over.
this video is probably going to be more damning to Hassan than the
Plot armor is strong with this one.
content nuke. Obviously, my reach isn't that big, so I'm not going to say that, yes, it's going to change the world and stuff like that. But what I am going to lay out for you in this video is probably the most damning Hassan situation shiz of all time. I'm not going to lie to you. I think it's over, guys. I think it's over. Now, for those of you that have been keeping up with the lore, I made a playlist. The How Fucked is Hassan Piker playlist. This is a very important playlist to everyone that cares. Keeping track exactly of how fucked Hassan Piker is. I do deep dive analyses into his various controversies, shit he says, and terrorist organizations that he glazes so that no one else has to actually watch.
It's crazy how the guy has no care whatsoever that he's literally promoting terrorism. Is he... I don't know if is this a new type of mind virus? I mean, the woke shit has died out a little bit, but what the fuck is this thing with the sympathizing for war and wanting genocide and what?
Watch through and slog
Is this a product of TRT? What the fuck is going on? Is this in the drinking water?
through that shit and also do
Are the frogs gay?
the research. I am getting unanimous praise for the critically acclaimed How Fucked is Hassan Piker franchise, and we're jumping straight to 200% because it's over. It's literally over. This is going to be the most damning video ever. I don't think that people are going to react it because I think it's going to be a little too intense. To be honest, I would love to see people react it because holy schmiblets, it's going to be insane. But before we get into it, I want to show you.
I don't think he wants me to react to it. I think he wants Asmongold to react to it.
One of the most glowing reviews I've gotten on the How Fucked is Hassan Piker franchise, and right now I'm letting you know in advance you might want to lock in for this one because this is the magnum opus of the franchise so far until Hassan does something else completely insufferable. For those of you that don't know who he is, he basically supports 3 separate terrorist organizations, and that might not even be the most controversial thing.
Are there more?
Done. So first, I want to show you a glowing review. All right, so
how many are there? I fucked it up, but it's okay. 60 plus. Well, technically, all the cartels are now terrorists. 60 plus organizations? Who?
So this is Asmongold, little known streamer. We love him, we support him, we respect him in this house. And I want to show you his review over YouTube's best franchise.
Rising star.
And yeah, Hassan is 160% cooked. That Nux Taku video shit. Like I've seen some of those. It's like,
yeah,
bro, like what a fucking series.
Yeah.
How I made it about you whenever she said it on Kick, not Twitch.
That is what I am talking about, baby. Hassan is not 100% cooked, even though the fan art seems to think that he's only 100% cooked. But Hassan is 200% cooked. All right. Bro is 200% cooked. By the way, Asmongold, if you're watching this right now, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you being a voice of reason on the internet. Very cool. I understand that you don't want to react to this shit because it's gonna go. This is gonna be fucking nuclear. This is like the hydrogen bomb of fucking Destructo videos. Not exaggerating, and you'll see. He did, in fact, just yesterday, you know, threaten to kill a senator, and this is not even going to be the depths of the insanity and depravity that we are going to see. All right, but before we get into this exactly, I want to make something clear. Hassan made a tweet showing this article where the DOJ Anti-Semitism Task Force says, we will put Hamas supporters in jail for years. Now, let me make this clear. Hamas is a terrorist organization, advocating constantly killing all Jews, all Israelis, and all Americans. This is literally what they say.
How is Hassan how is he not visited by the FBI? How the fuck did Trump not show up himself at his door? Brother, what are you doing? What is this Hamas shit?
They fucking do. So Hassan says, American First Party is threatening to put people in jail for hurting Israel's feelings. Lamau, fuck this country, man. We will be getting back to this.
Then get the fuck out of there. How about you have the what do you call it? The refugee experience. How about you get a little bit of one-on-one with the Hamas? Go on incognito.
Just
a little bit of journalistic incognito action.
Little bit, don't you worry. This is what they call epic foreshadowing for the rest of the video. But quite literally, this is in fact putting America first. Quite literally arresting people that support terrorist organizations that want to kill Americans.
I just had this crazy idea. What if not Hamas? What if Hassan actually wants to become a terrorist? What if him glazing the terrorists day by day, he's just trying to cherry pick, or he's trying to infiltrate his way into them, and not the fun way? This would be crazy. That would be a crazy arc for him to go from one of the biggest streamers to a hated streamer to a literal terrorist.
I know this is pretty obvious shit. That is putting America first, yes.
At least he can teach them about SEO and shit.
Quite literally, this is personal. Well, it's a little personal. Hamas literally killed a family member of mine on October 7th, which is maybe partially why I'm a little testy on the subject. Maybe. Sorry, trying to put a good spin on it. But they are the worst of the worst. Inhuman monsters.
I've heard he's Jewish or something, Nuxtaku, or Nuxon or whatever. I wonder if this is actually true, because he doesn't seem very upset about it, but it's super sad. Maybe it's one of those relatives that you never see and never knew about before they actually got killed. Like, oh, we're relatives.
Parading around dead children that they murdered to blasting music. Okay?
That's fucking insane.
Unbelievable, ungodly, inhuman shit. All right? That's who these people are. Supporting terrorists, quite literally, yes, is bad. And America First Party threatening to put people in jail for, supporting terrorists that want to kill Americans, and by the way, have killed Americans. A lot of people aren't aware of this, but there are multiple Americans that were murdered and captured by Hamas. But those guys, whatever, no, we don't need to look at that. So quite literally, this is literally America.
They're not perfect. They're a militant organization that's trying to help and protect people. Just so happens that those died.
First, let's make this.
It's not their fault.
There for just a second. Now, to make things a little more interesting, Hassan is terrified because he actually is a supporter of these terrorist organizations. And as I am going to prove through this video, the critically acclaimed Hassan Piker is 200% fucked video. All right, critically acclaimed, beloved by hardened critics like Asmund Gold himself. What can I say, guys? I don't think Hassan is just free speech. He says things that people disagree with and it hurts their feelings. Because I'm a big free speech advocate. I think.
You know what? I would take a guess that Hassan is literally gonna go to jail before he gets banned on Twitch. That would be funny.
Hassan, not only does he endorse terrorism and sympathize with terrorists, not only do I think he radicalizes people into perhaps
he may be able to have literal streams from jail.
Committing
not like Kai, like
acts of terror,
for real,
as we might see soon. But supporting terrorists on this insane degree is inciting violence in an insane way. So this is a clip from Hassan's stream 2 days ago. I'm gonna play this clip so we can all make an opinion about it, and I am going to wrap this in such a nice bow. I don't want to call Hassan a terrorist because I don't want to get sued for fucking defamation or anything. I think, in my opinion, Hassan might be a terrorist, like by any fucking
He's terrorist adjacent.
American definition of
at the very least.
All right, lock in. All right, you're gonna think, oh, bro, he's just a fucking Twitch streamer. There's no way. All right, well, Joe Rogan to the left here. Let's watch this clip. All right, let's make our opinion over this clip first.
There's about $50 billion estimated that are lost every year in Medicaid, just in fraud alone. No.
If you cared about Medicare fraud or Medicaid fraud, you would kill Rick Scott.
This is a senator that he's, by the way, saying to kill.
Okay, you wouldn't make.
That's not the first stupid shit that he said. It's not the last. It is what it is. It's a Hassan take.
Rick Scott, former.
Of course, his chat's all cool with it. I'm okay with that. Yeah.
Governor of
There's
Florida.
a reason they got a name for it.
A prominent part of the Republican Party.
Yeah. So that's the short clip.
Truth be told, he's got a big platform and he's telling people to,
sure that a lot of you are going to want context because there's no way Hassan said that if you cared about Medicaid, you would kill.
If you want to make the world a better place, you should suck a dick.
Kill this man to his audience of millions of people. Yeah, there's no fucking way he would actually say that. So let's watch the full context because I'm sure it makes it a lot better, guys. So let's watch the full context. All right, dude? Isn't this encouraging violence? This is encouraging violence.
Okay, brother, let's see himself save him.
Against the Senator of the United States of America. Again, I am building this video, all right? These are the building blocks, the foundations of what you are about to fucking see, all right? Let's watch the full context because we don't want to take this man out of context, right?
Mortar and steel, baby.
Against the sun as I am. The Nux-based arc is going crazy right now.
There's about $50 billion estimated that are lost every year in Medicaid, just in fraud alone. No.
That fraud is not coming from individuals, it's coming from providers. They're not tackling providers. They're not actually going after like false billing. They are trying to cut recipients, okay? It is not happening at the point of recipients. If you cared about Medicare fraud or Medicaid fraud, you would kill Rick Scott.
Bro.
Okay.
How is so much information is flying around that's wrong? Literally, Elon Musk said what's going on and they're going to make mistakes and a lot of the mistakes are rectified. And when it comes to medical shit, they're not going to meddle, even if it seems wrong. They're going to further reinvestigate or they're going to send the money and then investigate further afterwards. They are trying to do their best. when a corrupt system is as deeply corrupt as this, you're gonna make some mistakes. You're either corrupt yourself, you're a rat, or a roach.
Okay, you wouldn't make Rick Scott, former governor of Florida, Rick Scott, you wouldn't make him the current, what is his current office? What is he? He's the Richard Lynn Scott, is an American attorney, businessman, politician, Navy veteran, serving as the senior United States senator from Florida.
What happens to I have nothing to hide. I think one of my neighbors just threw garbage out the window again. Fucking savages.
Seat he has held since 2019, and also I believe this past election cycle
Must be one of Hassan's viewers.
he was literally the fucking head of the what was it, like the Senate committee or something, like the Republican fundraising initiatives.
Yeah.
Did you see that? He flipped you over. He did this intentionally.
Big pause. Don't worry. He's going to say something in a
The
few
reason why I'm saying if you cared about Medicare or Medicaid fraud, you would kill Rick Scott.
Oh, now time to justify his take.
Is because, and not make him a prominent part of
He's like, oh shit, I said something stupid. Let me clean it up. Kill him in game.
Republican Party, is because he to this day is still
JK.
also known as committing the largest Medicare fraud in U.S. history.
All right, so after saying we should kill a senator, he then decides to justify his take on why he should kill a senator. No, Hassan doesn't talk about me. He refers to me, but he doesn't talk about me. I'm Hassan's Voldemort, I think. Yeah, he hates Doge. Yeah, he hates Doge's oversight because America bad and Trump evil, but he would openly advocate for the murder of a senator to his audience of millions of people. He's, by the way, not been banned on Twitch for this. Hassan might be a terrorist for real. Guys.
Yeah, I'm not telling them what to do
telling
it.
you guys.
I'm saying just that it would be good if they did it.
You're gonna see this isn't D200% done. Oh! You know what's so much worse than an out of context clip or even an in context clip wishing for the death of a senator, pushing his audience to kill him? What if there was a pattern? What if you can very, very easily analyze the psyche in this fucking guy's brain and it turns out, lo and behold, this is just an
It's pretty easy. One of these days he's gonna call for Asmongold to get whacked because he's now the #1 political streamer. That's a bunch of bullshit. That's a bunch of Hassan right there.
ongoing ideology.
You disagree with me? You should be killed. Maybe you should visit the Houthis.
That Hassan in fact possesses. We will get to that. Don't worry.
Let's have a
Sorry
road
to
trip.
titillate you. To titillate you. But this is a guy that said, quote, if you cared about Medicaid fraud, you would kill Rick Scott. Okay? All right? That is not protected by freedom of speech. That is 100% an incitement of violence to a massive audience to murder an elected official, a senator of the United States. All right? How does it get worse? Don't worry. You'll see. Then, of course, on r/livestream fails, where they have all the fucking, all the drama that all the different YouTubers get into, all the different YouTubers and streamers get into drama, they get posted here on livestream fails. But anyway, this post suspiciously was removed because it was clickbait. All right, well, what was the title? Hassan dog whistling and calling for his chat to kill a sitting U.S. senator. Guys, that's not
true. Nobody did such thing.
clickbait. That's literally what he said. It looks like clickbait because there's no fucking way a terrorist is actually streaming on Twitch. So there's no actual way. Hassan Piker, largest leftist.
But wait a minute, isn't Twitch big? No, isn't Hassan big? No. Surely he's gonna be punished, right?
Streamer who wants to go on a podcast with the governor of California literally said to do this. But he literally said to do this. All right? This guy that's beloved by the community, I don't think that people like Trash Taste or anyone else that harbors this guy in their community, I don't think they realize.
Again, truth be told, he didn't say to do this. He said if you care about that, then you should do this.
He might fit definitions of terrorist by some people, not saying that he is a terrorist, but I'm going to make you come
Plausible
to that conclusion as we
deniability,
proceed.
baby.
Anyway, he then responds. So he gets into a lot of controversy. You know what? I'll show you this first. Asmongold makes a video, an entire video covering this entire situation. First, he watches the videos where Hassan laughs at dead children paraded around by terrorist organizations.
By the way, that was disgusting. That was literally disgusting. Like, it's all fun and games, but I said it many times. I have not. I don't have a lot of compassion for humans because I know how fickle and how not nice humans can be. But there's no reason for you to parade a dead baby around and have other kids jump on top of their not carcasses, but you know, coffins and shit. Like, it's just sad and it's just savage. Not even animals do that. The only animals that do it are chimps. Chimps and monkeys and us. We are monkeys and chimps at the same time.
That is something I've already covered in the...
Gorillas are pretty chill, and chimpanzees, I'm pretty sure they're pretty chill also, which is amazing. But the other smart monkeys, they're all assholes, including us.
Critically acclaimed Hassan is 140% fuck video. And then he reacts to this entire situation. I'm not going to do the entire thing, but here's some clips notes. This guy on Twitter put some clips notes of Asmongold's reaction, because Asmongold gives Hassan literally as much...
I'm 100% sure Hassan is aware of everything that's been said about him. Is he just trying to double down, triple down, and quadruple down every time something goes wrong? I mean, every time someone criticizes him. Is he trying to be even bolder and even more of an asshole just to be spiteful? I mean,
as much like wiggle room as he possibly can. All right. So look at the best faith possible, better faith than he even deserves. Best faith possible reaction to this shit. All right.
Advocating to,
even if he likes terrorists IRL, like for real, if you're anywhere near or above IQ of 80, you should know this is a bad look. There is no possible outcome for you to have a beneficial outcome out of this. There's no way for you to come out good.
to kill an elected representative of the government is not.
Wait, but it was a joke, guys.
Good.
True.
No matter what,
Damn.
right? I mean, there's
Yes.
not really.
Wow.
There's no other perspective to have.
No, there isn't. Unless you're a terrorist. Stay tuned for more.
It doesn't matter what the perspective is. Like you can't say that. It's insane.
For Medicaid fraud,
Insane.
you
Yeah,
would
right.
kill Rick Scott.
He's right now in character creation. Profession, terrorist.
Okay,
Click
you
next.
wouldn't make Rick Scott former
That's
governor.
crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy.
It completely, yeah.
I'm shocked, honestly.
Yeah.
Who do you
I'm not
wanna
shocked. You know
be?
why I'm not shocked? Because I recognize the pattern, which I will lay out for you here, so we will have no more of these shocking moments. I'm talking to my audience, who I love and appreciate immensely. I'm also talking to Asmongold.
Who's shocked about this? I don't think even Asmongold is shocked about this.
Big fan of the Hassan Piker is Fuck franchise. And by the way, Asmongold, hold on to your fucking horses, baby. Hold on, buddy. Oh! After this one, I don't think you're ever going to be able to see Hassan in the same light. The good faith responses you're going to give, they're going to get a lot more uncommon after this one.
Right out against Hassan. Everybody always gets mad at me for that, but I'm
Where's Nick? He should invite Nick over again.
literally doing that right now. Like the thing is that
I don't think Nick is ever going to walk at the same road, the same sidewalk as Hassan.
it's so obviously a call to violence.
Yeah, it is.
It's so obviously not something that you should say. You're obviously wrong for saying it.
Yes, 100%.
There's no justification.
Yes, but he does have plausible deniability because he said, if you want something good, do this. He didn't say specifically, go and fuck the guy up.
At all to
No,
say
there
something
isn't.
like that.
Nope.
And-
But I love how
Although he's still
one thing
calling,
Asmongold does,
too.
and I appreciate him for this in general, he likes to take every situation, and look at it as an individual situation, not as part of a greater whole. And I think it's really impressive that he could do that, right? Like, he could take someone that he likes and criticize certain things that they say, or he could take someone that he hates or respect things that they say, and I think that's a good thing. But when there's a
You can like someone, but that doesn't mean you know them inside and out. You can live with someone, you can have a spouse of 20 years and they could not show their full face to you. I mean, it's very common. You can have a change of opinion. You can label someone, and if you're smart enough, you can change that label each time they show you more and more of themselves. Be that in the good direction or the bad. That's how you should go about it.
fucking pattern that this guy might be.
I liked you up until now. Right now, you're starting to become a retard. So give me a little bit of space, or let's give you the benefit of the doubt the first time, but maybe the second, third, maybe 10th time, I'm gonna be like, okay, maybe this guy is just an asshole. It could be a far reach, but maybe you're just an asshole,
Might be.
and then the fun kind.
What some definitions of terrorist would fall into. I'm just saying at some point, it's not just this is a bad statement. It might just be this is a bad guy. It might just be Hassan is fucking evil.
In any capacity. Like, that's it. Context matters. I don't see where the context for this would
Well, I showed you the whole context. It's worse. It's literally worse.
matter or make a difference. Yeah, he was addressing the U.S. government. One could say it means death penalty. Well, I don't know about
He wasn't. He said anyone that cares about fraud would kill Rick Scott. All right, quote. That's what the guy fucking said.
that.
He's not even sneaky about it. He's not even like in Minecraft, allegedly, in my opinion. I mean death penalty. I mean
Yeah,
try.
because usually that was his out. In-game, Jesus in-game. But technically, in Twitch specifically said that it doesn't, or YouTube, I don't remember. I'm pretty sure they specifically said that you can't say that anymore. That wouldn't fly. Like, kill him in-game, and now you're scot-free.
Tried and hung. Not just hung. No, he straight up says it.
How is it a call for violence? It's a joke.
What do you make?
Not even did he say lol or haha or something. He didn't have a smile. He didn't bat an eye. He was very matter of fact about it.
A joke that you can't tell is a joke. Duh.
To be fair, he's very ironic. That his irony goes that deep that he's literally advocating for someone to get a little bit of breathing holes, maybe.
Hundreds of thousands of people. Then it's not a joke. If I say you should kill somebody,
Do you need some air? You look a little bit flushed. Do you need a couple of holes around here, around your lung area?
all right, and then someone that hears
Maybe
me
some
do it, hears me
ventilation.
say
Are
that,
you
goes
hot?
and kills the guy because I incited them to that violence, and I say I was kidding, bro. It's still an incitement of violence, and I didn't personally think it was very funny, especially when he doubled down.
It's a joke.
Right. How is it a call for violence? The guy's said if anyone cares about Medicaid fraud, they would kill Rick Scott. By the way, I'm going to put this in more context because
it's
you know someone else who was in the Medicaid adjacent healthcare industry that was murdered? Can you think of anyone else that was kind of in this similar vibe? Someone that was murdered that was, you know, somewhere in the healthcare industry? Is it possible that it was the healthcare CEO that was murdered by Luigi?
Truth be told, if this was the first outcome, or not the first outcome, if this was the first antic that Hassan pulled, I would also say, especially because streamers are known, or content creators are known to be stupid and to just say stupid shit for a reaction, to be edgy for the sake of being edgy. Easy, bro. Don't cut yourself. You're too edgy. But it's not the first time, nor the second, nor the third, nor the 10th. I mean, it's starting to look like a pattern. Like this is a roadmap for him. I'm literally starting to believe that he's trying to wiggle himself into becoming a pirate. Is being rich not good enough for you, buddy? I mean, is the good life not treating you well enough? Do you want to abuse some people? Do you want to maybe do some R's?
The guy that every single time he goes to a court trial, Hassan dresses like him.
Because you didn't seem to care about October 7 or whatever the fuck when the R things happened.
He actively supports the guy that
Is
allegedly
Luigi?
murdered someone. Is that possible, guys? Is it a coincidence? What do you think, guys? What do you think, guys? Again, I think that healthcare CEO is a disgusting human
Oh, come on. You're associating the colors and everything.
being, a disgusting monster, and I don't miss him. All right, I'll be real here. However, just going outside and fucking committing an act of terror, murdering someone in broad daylight.
I don't know if anyone talked about this, but truth be told, Luigi technically was getting taken out of the healthcare system, right? If he goes to jail and he needs medical attention because he's got a bad back or whatever the fuck, they need to take care of him. This just may be a 5-head move by him to have lifetime medical care. Technically free, although you're paying with your freedom. It may be a smart thing of him. I don't know. Maybe it was planned. Maybe he's a genius.
Because you personally disagree with them for whatever reason, without actual court. I'm not gonna lie, that's fucking gross. You're gonna tell me that this isn't.
What are you talking about, bro? Of course you want to kill the people you don't agree with. Of course. And unironically, that's what the culture in a certain part of the world promotes. That's daily life.
The cosplay that every single time this guy shows up in court, Hassan, that same day, wears his same exact clothes. Is he not? And aside from directly supporting him in his shit, he actively supports him.
Is he cosplaying?
I think, personally, my opinion, this is my analysis, Hassan 100% supports and respects the fact that this guy...
Again, if this wouldn't happen to him specifically, if this wouldn't be Hassan, if this was someone else, I'm like, oh, come on, bro. That's such a stretch. You're literally going to China right now. From Africa to China, all the way around. That's such a stretch. Technically, the colors are kind of off. I mean, and he doesn't have a bulletproof vest on. And Luigi doesn't have glasses. But, and also Luigi has a dick.
I allegedly murdered a healthcare CEO in cold
And he doesn't have a dildo in himself. And, you know.
blood because Hassan believes in terroristic justice, or his warped version of justice. In my opinion, that is something he fully, wholeheartedly condones. So when he has a clip where he says someone should kill Rick Scott because he's in healthcare fraud, I don't think it's a joke, brother. I think Hamas Piker might actually be a little more serious than you might think. By the way, I'm just letting you know, I'm going to pull you through an entire fucking timeline of this shit, all right? Now, Asmongold then watches the full context, makes it look worse, which it does. I already watched it. And then Asmongold...
That was actually kind of funny. Like, in my opinion, let me defend the motherfucker. Oh, wait. It's even worse now.
says that Twitch doesn't punish Hassan and Hassan's squad's behavior because they agree with them. And I think this is true also. Because, as we know, Hassan was never banned for any of his disgusting anti-Semitic shit, which I've covered in the previous videos in his beloved franchise. And then it turned out that Twitch themselves banned the IP of Israel for over a year. And
was
also,
Hassan ever banned for something?
The team is literally in Egypt, a place that's 95% anti-Semitic. So...
And also, like, I mean, this is, again, like, kind of illegal to begin with, right? Twitch agrees? Well, Twitch doesn't care. That's the problem.
Yeah, it's against every possible Twitch terms of service. Bro, inciting violence to murder a senator? What the fuck? What kind of twisted fuck was...
This is literally just now. Twitch streamer banned from urging... What? Finally Twitch did something? $17 hours ago, 16 hours ago. Do we have a video? We're gonna go back to
Twitch has banned Hassan Piker, everyone. We've all been waiting for this day, and it's finally here, except that it's not here. You're going to see the headline that Twitch banned Hassan Piker, but the reality of it is they did not ban him. He is basically getting a few days off. That's the equivalent of what's happening.
Okay, shut the fuck up. That's technically the Twitch ban. I mean, big streamers are known to go for, what do you call it? They're known to do stupid shit just to get banned in order for them to have free time and leisure time. I mean, that's the case. That it is what it is.
Happen here. It's a temporary ban, which means he will be back. A temporary ban is usually anywhere between 1 and 30 days. He's probably going to get a couple of days off. He's going to come back and cry about it, and he's going to be just fine like he always has been. And listen, I don't really care.
By the way, this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle shit, this is baller. One of the best anime ever about Teenage Mutant Ninja.
Care what people say online, but I do care about consistency. And if one person says something, then anyone should be able to say that very thing. It shouldn't be based on your political ideology, but yet Hassan gets away with saying things like this when literally everyone else would be banned forever for saying it. Listen to this.
If you cared about Medicare fraud or Medicaid fraud, you would kill Rick Scott, okay? You wouldn't make Rick Scott, former governor of Florida, Rick Scott, you wouldn't make him the current, what is his current office? What is he? He's the Richard Lynn Scott is an American attorney, businessman, politician, Navy veteran, serving as the senior United States Senator from Florida, a seat he has held since 2019. And also, I believe this past election cycle, he was literally the head of the, what was it, like the Senate committee or something?
So one more time, let me play that just so everybody can hear what he said.
If you cared about Medicare fraud or Medicaid fraud, you would kill Rick Scott, okay? You wouldn't make Rick Scott, former governor of Florida, Rick Scott.
So this is okay, apparently, on Twitch. Amazon owned Twitch. Apparently this is okay. It's okay to call for violence against politicians that you don't like. And Twitch...
We know that the big streamers have basic immunity. They don't give a fuck about anything that big streamers do. They bring the whole money to the platform. They can pretty much do it and say anything.
It's going to let him get away with this.
It's a business. It's a business at the end of the day.
It's going to be a temporary ban. That's all it's going to be. And I think they've even confirmed that it's going to be a temporary ban right now at the time of me recording this. This is what I'm talking about, man. Consistency.
I'm pretty sure Hassan is not... Also, if he would get banned, he's just going to go and kick. He would actually be with his crowd there. I mean, it would be appropriate.
And I mean, we're seeing a lot of crazy stuff going on with the streaming world right now. And I might get further into some of the other topics that we're seeing with Amaranth and Valkyrie and some other female streamers. I personally don't know what to believe from a lot of the IRL streamers. So many of them have done so many outlandish things that it's really hard to believe any of it's real. But there's a lot of crazy stuff going on with a lot of these streamers. And, you know...
Bro, if you're going to be online, if you're going to be a streamer, you're bound to say something stupid. I mean, PewDiePie is a testament. He streamed just a couple of times and he he threw himself way too deep.
With Hassan saying that, think about anyone on the conservative side saying that about a Democratic politician. I want you to tell...
Also, it's very easy to be taken out of context and not like Hassan out of context, but out of context.
Tell me what the result would have been. We literally had a MAGA memer go to jail for memes.
What?
That happened. Under the Biden administration, that happened. And yet, Hassan is going to sit there and get away with that, and he will, because he will be back. He will be back. Here it is. Will this be temporary? Hassan made calls for political violence against Senator Rick Scott. And he will be back. And that is the absolute insanity of the situation. Again, if you're going to allow Hassan to say things like that, then no one should be banned for anything online ever for any words.
I'm pretty sure that was the issue with Twitch always. With YouTube as well, to be fair, the lack of transparency and the lack of enforcing the rules equally. I mean, sure, you're a big creator, but you shouldn't be that much favorized. The right word? Too much favoritism.
Offensive words mean absolutely nothing if that is okay. And if you're just telling us that that's okay...
A little bit is to be expected.
Then that's fine. If that's the line you want to draw. That doesn't mean I would get online and say anything like that, because I wouldn't. But you're holding him to a standard that you're not, or you're holding everyone else to a standard that you're not holding him to. Literally everyone else online is held to that standard. and he's going to be able to get away with this. It's absolutely insane. So, by the way, also, before we get further into some of this other stuff, go over to metapc.com, and if you're interested, you can get yourself a badass gunman chasing her, and I'm not going to play the whole video here because I don't attempting to rob her home. And I don't know if I'm going to do a deep dive into this topic, but I mean, this is some...
Bro, the poor animals. Jesus, what the fuck is going on here? I know she has a lot of animals. She did say something stupid about Asmongold, I think, past couple of days.
Footage that she apparently released of masked gunmen chasing her, and I'm not going to play the whole video here because I haven't watched this video yet. But what's interesting is that her initial tweet said that they drug her out of bed. She woke up and they drug her out of bed, and here she is.
Drug her or drag her?
Running to apparently I don't know where they're running, to the part of the house. It's very strange. You also have this story with these female streamers. The only one I really know of is
What? What do you mean he attacked them?
The other I don't really know. Senna. I don't know who these others are. Imaru and Emily. And apparently this guy was trying to take a picture with them, and he then threatened to do something really bad to them. This was all caught on camera. And the question is any of this real? And no one really seems to know the answer if any of this is real or not. Now, we've had IRL stream.
What do you mean attack them? I mean, that's go to the police.
Streamers pulling off so much crazy stuff that it's hard to process if any of this stuff is legit or not. And I think that's a fair question. I think it's a fair question because we've seen so many of these IRL streamers with like Kai Cenat.
Officer, this guy right here, he said I'm sexy. Sexual assault. Okay, back. So he got banned. He technically got banned. He got punished for this, but not much.
Would do that shit. I mean, unless they're a terrorist.
Twitch doesn't care, and I think that the reason that Twitch doesn't care, this is my perspective, and I know this might be a hot take or whatever, but my perspective is that Twitch doesn't care because Twitch agrees with him. I think that Twitch likes this, like the people that work at...
You'd think that Twitch agrees with him. I mean, they literally had a panel, right? From Arab to Jew. Tier list. We know that. Sponsored by Twitch.
Twitch, and they work at the the leadership team. They like this brand of extremism, and that's why they're basically endorsing it by ignoring it.
Oh, that's a good
Isn't Dan Clancy full American? I mean, he's pasty white.
take. I mean, Asmongold said one thing that was anti-Palestine. He got banned for 2 weeks. Hassan has literally been
Is he just riven with white guilt?
breaking every terms of service on the fucking planet in regards to Jews, and somehow he's still there. Damn, that's pretty weird, isn't it? Damn. I see why Trash Taste gets a lot of dislikes. Oh, well, to be honest, Trash Taste and I have like an overlap in our audiences, and I think anyone that actually watches my videos that doesn't actually appreciate Hassan, I think I made it pretty airtight as far as my reasoning to why Hassan is fucking evil.
And I find it to be, and the problem is that I think in doing so, they're actually damaging their cause and they're alienating a lot of people, but only one way. Yeah, no doubt. Why don't they ban you for doing the opposite? Oh wait, they did? Yeah, they did. And by the way, when I got banned, I said I deserved it, that's fine, right? I went too far, that's okay.
He didn't deserve it. No, not one bit. But he couldn't say anything else to save face. It is what it is. That's life. Just he said it best. I'm still gonna be an asshole. I'm just gonna be clever about it.
People make mistakes. The issue is that
Hassan doesn't make mistakes. I think you're wrong.
When mistakes are only punished one-dimensionally,
Hassan doesn't make mistakes. I think that's where a lot of this
they're not perfect people.
Difference in opinion between me and Asmongold comes from. I don't think Hassan makes any mistakes. I think everything he says fits perfectly in line with his actual values. I think him saying that if anyone cared about Medicaid fraud, they would kill Rick Scott over here. I think him saying that direct incitement of violence against the senator, I think it fits perfectly with his values of murdering people that you think subjectively are bad guys. I think that's why he stands in solidarity.
But hey, everything's gonna be okay. He's gonna make an apology video and everything is gonna be forgotten. He's a good guy again.
With a guy who allegedly murdered a healthcare CEO in broad daylight and cosplays like him every single fucking time. I'll be real.
That's super stupid, bro. What the fuck are you doing?
Perspective.
Cosplay something else.
He is directly teaching his audience and indoctrinating them into this way of thinking. Now, let me show you another cool tweet of Hassan before we watch his response. This is a tweet that Hassan made a while ago. This is Tom Cotton. I'm pretty sure he's a congressman or something. And he says that he encourages people to get stuck behind the pro-Hamas.
Bro, where's the FBI?
In your own hands, get them out of the way. Put an end to this nonsense. Hassan tweets this.
Dr.
This
Patel
is a homemade shotgun that was made to kill the Japanese politician Shinzo Abe. This is, in my opinion, directly inciting violence. This is the schematics for making a homemade shotgun to murder this Tom Tom Cotton guy. And I'll be honest, there is no other way to interpret this. There is no possible other interpretation. Now, guess what, guys? Did Hassan ever apologize for this because he made a mistake? His finger slipped. He made a crazy tweet. Did anyone apologize? Do you think he said, "Wow, I went too far. I crashed out"? How is it legal to post shit like this? It's not. It's direct incitement of violence. Posting the schematics of a homemade shotgun to murder a politician. Yeah, no, absolutely not. That is illegal. Now I hope you're gonna be ready, guys. It's because he actually doesn't regret this. This is where Asmongold is wrong. Hassan.
In case you're hearing my cat, she wants to go outside for no reason, just in front of the door.
Not make mistakes. Every single one of these fully follows Hassan's ideology,
which is dangerous.
100% of the way. He literally believes in this. He skirts the terms of service in ways that he can go as far as he can without actually getting fired. He does, in my opinion, condone this exact shit.
I don't think he cares. I think the limits are set by him. It's easy for him. He doesn't care. He's literally, he just gives 0 fucks.
Anyway, this is Hassan's
his brand was built on it, to be fair. I mean, him being controversial flew right under the radar because there was no radar.
response. This is Hassan's response to the clip where he said.
I think he did get banned for that 9/11 shit. That shenanigan got him banned, I think.
Where he threatened. Well, he
also
basically
got
incited
him
violence against the senator. This was his response, guys. Are you ready?
The new Menace trying to get you banned for being mean to Rick Scott.
I'm not trying to get him banned. I want everyone to know that he could be considered a terrorist, like an actual one, not just like someone that likes terrorists or thinks they're edgy or cool. No. This is like a nail in the coffin video, in my opinion.
I wasn't even like being directly mean to Rick Scott.
Really? When you said that if anyone cared
no,
about
you
Medicaid,
said
they
you
should
want to
kill him.
I'm not mean. I didn't say hurt him. I said kill him.
To your audience of millions. This guy has millions of followers on Twitter and Twitch and YouTube. Millions. And he says if anyone cares, they'd kill him. All right?
What I was saying was like if the Republican Party truly cared about like monitoring medical bankruptcy, they would literally apply the capital punishment. Like if they did, they don't.
Oh, when he said if anyone cared, he was talking about the Republican Party. And when they said if anyone cared, they would kill him, they meant they would apply a capital punishment. Oh, no.
And
there's no way possible for him to save face now.
I mean, he is a world-class Medicare fraud guy. So you can cry about it all day, every day. You can cry about it, try to get me banned for it.
Get Elon on him. Get the corruption dogs on him.
Maybe I will get banned for it. Who knows? But it's not going to change the dynamic or the reality. It's not going to change the.
We are not in the certain part of the world that you like.
Believes in what he says. This is him covering it up, guys. This is literally him covering it up. His cover-up is not better, but also this is literally him.
The shit still stinks, and you can still see it. It's not a good cover-up.
Covering it up. I want you to be aware of that.
Same people crying about free speech in the UK, yeah.
Free speech, guys! Free speech!
In the UK, of course. There has been none of that. I'm pretty sure you couldn't say fuck the Queen when the Queen was alive.
I should be protected by free speech, am I right? Hassan wants to be protected by free speech when he directly incites violence to murder a senator? What are you fucking talking about? This is the guy that wanted Trump in jail for quote-unquote doing an insurrection on January 6th. What the fuck did he do on January 6th? He didn't say anything even close to as direct as what this guy does on Twitch on a daily basis. Not even close.
Yeah, but the big orange is bad. He's evil.
I can't believe we're being mean to billionaire Voldemort Rick Scott, who is responsible.
Being mean. I love how he rephrases things in ways that it's a complete other situation. I love that shit. That's insane. Bro,
but there's genocide. What are you talking about me right now? There's genocide going on in some parts of the world. People are dying. Children are being strangled to death and then getting paraded around. And then I can react to them. I'm playing Hassan.
Being mean is very different than saying that anyone that cares should kill him.
For the deaths of thousands and the largest. Him and X were crying about it. Yeah, they can suck my entire dick from the back. That's what I think. Okay.
Nice.
Asman said directly that Israel sucks, which is good.
You got a dick?
Oh man, great. Yeah, dude. Rick Scott oversaw the largest Medicare fraud in the nation's history.
I love how he keeps showing this shit like it changes literally anything. Yes, I'm not defending Rick Scott. Literally not defending Rick Scott. I'm just I have a very nuanced take. A lot of people don't agree with me, which is why I don't think this video.
You can find articles about anything. I mean, you can't trust the media. You can, if anything, you could go off of legal documents. Show that, if anything. But it's not your business. It's not, you can't even do anything about it either way.
Don't necessarily resonate with Hassan fans, but I personally am actually anti-terrorism, and I think murdering people that you think subjectively are bad guys, personally, I don't think that is how any form of fucking governing body or system could work. Maybe that's why she supports Hamas, because they literally just murder and rape anyone, no matter what, as long as they think they're bad guys. Maybe it's almost like he could.
Truth be told, that's kind of what the West started doing too, past couple of years. You are evil because you do not agree with me. You need to be silenced.
Condones that shit. Maybe he condones terrorists raping and murdering people because he subjectively thinks they're bad.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Defend that, Asmongold.
He's such a fucking bad faith arguer. Asmongold's not defending Rick Scott. Asmongold said, you can't fucking...
What are you picking on Asmongold for? He's literally got your back most of the time. He tried to save you.
Commit acts of terrorism by calling for the deaths.
Which is even more funny, but him trying to save you sunk you even more deep. And he rose off on top of your corpse, as it were. Not intentionally.
Senators. He's such a fucking bad faith bitch, and he doesn't even watch the criticism, so he could just warp the conversation. And look at his audience, holy based that he said that you can kill him. Holy based that we could kill him, guys.
Giga Chad.
Also, saying that Israel sucks is the lowest of bars, dude. What are we talking about?
Don't worry, guys. We're gonna get back to that. That's okay. Now, Hassan, as I've already
I don't know
has
enough
multiple
about
times
that part of
called
the
for
world
deaths of people
and
that he personally
politics
subjectively
stance.
thinks are bad guys for whatever reason. Now, I might even agree with Hassan that some people are actually bad guys. Hassan is 200% seething. Oh, Hassan is going to be very much seething. He's not gonna mention me by name, of course, because I'm Blue Voldemort over here. But this is another clip of Hassan. I pulled up some good ones because I'm trying to paint a picture to who he is.
It's an old one.
Hassan doesn't make mistakes when he calls for violence on people. Hassan wants
I wonder if he planted these intentionally over here.
violence on people. Okay? This is an old clip, but I think it's appropriate. It's not that old.
It's hurt poor
It's
people.
not that old. It's from the 90s.
That they can afford housing in Berkeley. I don't know how.
Well, my understanding is that the property owners who have properties there choose just not to rent it at all.
Yeah, kill them. Kill those motherfuckers in a video game. Sorry.
This is a video where he
In a video
basically
game.
he's pretty
In a video game.
anti-landlord. He's talking about
I'm
the
just
nebulous
joking.
concept of
Handle them
landlords.
jokingly.
Yeah, landlord. You know, there's billions of landlords. Yeah, so this is
Holy shit! Murder those motherfuckers in the street. Let the streets soak in their fucking red capitalist bloods, dude. Oh my god, in a video game, of course.
Because the guy worked hard and has a building an apartment that he leases out or rents out. He's evil for that. You platforming terrorists, you're an angel.
Holy shit! Holy fucking shit, dude. Sorry.
God's gift to our humble planet.
I meant in a video game.
Yeah, so the in a video game excuse is in a video game. So now I
doesn't
only said
play
in a
anymore.
video game. So obviously, ho labao. But this isn't just commie talking points. I think it's more. I think it's actually actively showing a pattern that Hassan completely supports, condones, and is willing to incite violence against people that he subjectively thinks are bad guys. Whether it's making a homemade shotgun to murder a governor or whatever, or a congressman, or it's to kill some guy a senator who's done fraud in Medicaid, or it's letting the streets
They all
soak in
have.
the red capitalist blood of landlords because he's a communist fuck. Now, all of these things I think have a lot in common personally, but I am going to show you more because not just do I think it's important to recognize patterns when it comes to people, I think it's important to understand people and not necessarily look at every instance of him skirting around the terms of service of different platforms in order to say things in ways that doesn't get him banned. No. Oh, no. So, this is a clip. Everyone knows this one. This kind of put Hassan on the radar. This is Dan
Ooh, this
Crenshaw,
guy.
a congressman. And that was a veteran. He was in the military. I don't really like him very much, but that's really not the point at all. So, I want to show you this clip. This is a pretty famous clip. It's basically the clip that made Hassan's career.
This is so insane. America deserved 9/11, dude. Fuck it. I'm saying it.
We're there to partner with them. We're not.
So, that's the famous Hassan clip,
First
where
ban.
he legendarily said that America deserved 9/11. This is what a
Fuck
lot of
it,
people,
dude.
a lot of people know this clip. Hassan is known as the America deserved 9/11 guy. He likes to do his best to reframe this in different ways that it actually doesn't sound as bad as it is. But unfortunately, there's no way you could possibly reframe it that makes it normal. I just think
That's kind of sucky, but that's kind of fair too. Imagine being known just for this clip, just for saying that.
it's so old, and people look at this as like such an ancient Hassan clip that he's been,
So that means he doesn't believe 9/11 was a conspiracy, right? I mean, it wasn't an inside job.
crucified for online so many times. People don't really feel like this is an important thing to actually talk about, right? I think this is the moment most sane
How about the
people
moon
started
landing?
actually hating him. And I think this is a moment that a lot of people say it's not worth talking about because it happened so long ago. When it comes to patterns, though, and when it comes to the fact that this is the same shit he's advocating for right now, because he said also, quote, January 6th, right? The Trump alleged insurrection situation in 2020 or 2021, whatever. That January 6th, he says January 6th is 100 times worse than 9/11. He consistently uses this as a talk, and I covered that in the Hassan is 100% fuck franchise. Definitely check it out. But he fully stands by this shit. I want people to be aware
To be
that
fair,
when he said
he's
America
entitled
deserves
to his
9/11,
opinion.
he
I
realized
mean,
how completely unhinged
he could
and
have a
insufferable that
stupid
sounded.
opinion.
I don't think he disagrees, but I do think he actually recognized that one's too far. So anyway, let's keep going because somehow this clip doesn't get better.
They're doing our own thing. We're there partnering and training.
In a video
and
game.
equipping and enhancing
Oh,
our
in a
capabilities.
video game.
In a video
So
game.
that's part of what we're doing. And the other part is just knowledge. We want to know what's happening.
Like we fucking totally brought it on ourselves.
Super fucking interesting that the Simpsons and 90s cartoons predicted. Johnny Bravo too, right?
Oh, dude, holy shit. We did. We fucking did. In a video
I
game,
wonder.
whatever, hypothetically, politically. We fucking did, man. We did. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. Look at the way.
Anyway, and then the next clip after this, which isn't part of this one clip, he then says that he hopes that the terrorist that shot out
Does the Matrix exist and is Hassan Agent Smith?
Dan Crenshaw's eye also fucked his eye hole. That is the next clip right after this. But anyway, I
Did
don't
you?
think that's super relevant for today, except, oh wait, he supports terrorists. So yeah, actually, it turns out this actually does very much fit the thesis of this video. It fits the theme. Now, I showed you a lot of clips of him basically saying that different terrorist attacks, different obvious and violent situations are he basically gives them passes. Not only does he give them passes, but he thinks that America deserved 9/11 the same way he thinks that Israel deserved October 7th, which was the biggest terrorist attack since 9/11. And he keeps in the world, and he'll keep finding ways to justify all these different.
He very much likes genocide, right? He's a very good supporter of it.
Things, you will notice that he will continually incite violence against people that he personally subjectively disagrees with, which is something that terrorists do in general.
I know, like you die.
He will sit in solidarity with
He would be a very shitty ruler.
murderers. Now, this is a clip that I think is very telling as to what goes on in the mind of Hassan Piker. And I want to paint this guy as not just somebody that supports terrorists in the Middle East, because we know he does. As I've already covered extensively on the Hassan Piker's 100+% fuck franchise, Hassan absolutely supports Hamas, Hezbollah, who, by the way, killed 500,000 people in Syria.
Hezbollah.
All right? He killed 500,000 people in, not this Hassan, but Hezbollah caused the deaths of 500,000 people in Syria, but he still supports them because they're anti-Israel. And he also supports the Houthis.
No, they're a militant group, bro, and they're fighting for freedom, and they're not perfect. I mean, chill the fuck out.
Right? 3 separate terrorist groups in the Middle East that all want to kill Israel, Jews, and Americans. He supports all of them. I've already covered all of that.
Evil?
But now, I want to
Just
show
for
you
that?
why he supports all of that. I want to show you his mindset, because he doesn't just support terrorist attacks that happen across the world. He might even support terrorist attacks that happen at home, because this is Hassan's perspective on politics.
Let me explain to you 2 principles that you should keep with you, coming from a person who's Turkish, okay? When you look at a situation in the Middle East, you look at what the local government is and who the Western forces are. Never align with the Western forces. That's a principle that you could take home with you. If you want to actually be moral, or if you want to be smart about the way you analyze other countries, that's one basic principle that you can take home with you.
He's got a little bit of truth here. Western forces do fuck around in other countries and they destabilize and do shenanigans and shit. That is true. But it doesn't mean that they're better or worse than what's going on in already there.
All of a sudden, magically, you are above on your foreign policy.
There's a reason they use the excuse for freedom.
You're going to be better off than 90% of people that look at the situation.
So basically, his analysis, Hassan's analysis over here, is that every time a terrorist attack happens, look at who America supports and then support the other side. America bad is literally his entire fucking situation.
Yes,
America
and Trump
bad
bad
is how this guy literally lives. And if America is bad, and just America generically bad, to the point that anyone that...
Excuse you, is Hassan streaming from Istanbul? Oh, LA? Oh. Ain't that a bitch?
America supports against terrorists must be the bad guy, then maybe he supports acts of terrorism against basic Americans, or American values, or democracies. I don't know, that's pretty weird. That's definitely a little odd. Now, I wanted to show this to you again. I wanted to bring this back. This is how I started the video. Putting Hamas supporters in jail, which obviously he's scared of because he's a Hamas supporter. He doesn't want to end up in prison. However, Lamau fuck this country, man, is a sentiment that you will see not once, not twice, but billions of times. America is bad. There's a mountain of evidence as to why. We live in a world where the U.S. is a hegemonic power. It takes tremendous amounts of violence and coercion to get there and keep that power. You think that's good. I think that's bad. And America should change its ways. Generic Hamas Piker, America is bad tweet. I'll be fully honest, Hassan, I think you should leave America. I mean, you're in America. You made all your fucking money in America. You made your money off capitalism, literally working for fucking Amazon, the most capitalistic company in the fucking world. If America's so bad, move to fucking Gaza, bro. They'll take you, all right? Move anywhere. Go to Syria, all right? Go to Lebanon. Cozy up with Hezbollah. Maybe they'll take you, bro. Leave. Fucking get out.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to get killed, bro. He loves them from a distance. He's like admiring a tiger. It's a zoo for him. Why would he want him to go die? Nah. He's good criticizing from the sidelines.
Get out of here, bro. Why are you in America? No one wants you. No one wants you here. With all due respect, go away. Generic America bad, but also made his money through America living in America. That's not it. That's not it. Literally not it. So this is the generic fuck this country, man. The generic America is bad. The generic foreign policy opinion that anything America supports is obviously the bad side in history. I'm gonna show you some clips that I think tell a very good story onto how he sees Americans. All right. So this is a clip, and we're gonna be definitely talking about the Israel situation.
Hassan is mad.
One of the most unbelievable tragedies that I've seen in my lifetime. Literally unbelievably, unfathomably horrible. So now I want to make something clear before we actually get into just endless amounts of rape denial and disgusting shit from this man because he supports terrorists. I want to tell you something. There are many websites on the internet where you can see GoPro footage uploaded by the Hamas terrorists. I'm not telling you to look at them because they will ruin you for life.
Super
okay?
disgusting.
In fact, Hamas.com is a place where actual GoPro footage of
real?
Hamas terrorists is uploaded. Don't go there. I'm just telling you it exists because a lot of people feel like they need proof that it exists. So that is just a website of literal footage filmed by the terrorists. All right? Literally fucking shit filmed by the terrorists.
You just go there. If you want to hate humanity, just go there ASAP. You're going to speed your way into hating people.
In those videos, there are videos of murder and rape and every atrocity you could think of. He still denies it. He still denies it to this day, even though the United Nations says it happened. So I just laying that out there as a foundation, so I don't need to debunk every individual fucking one of his takes. But it's not even about his anti-Israel takes, because a lot of people don't really care about his anti-Israel takes necessarily, because somehow it's accepted in the West to support terrorists as long as you have a flag and a rainbow-colored banner behind you. However, I want you to pay more attention closely to what he actually says in this clip, because I think if you actually listen to what he says, it's a lot more dangerous than just the sentiments that he tries to get across. terrorists.
America is the top dog in terrorism, and so is Israel. It doesn't even matter. None of this justifies that Palestinians have a right to dignity. It doesn't matter.
So he's defending terrorists murdering civilians.
Doesn't matter if rapes happen on
Israel isn't America. True.
It doesn't matter.
America is the top terrorist organization, and Israel is also a terrorist organization. That was what
The
his
Rock
argument
is
was.
cooking.
Everything that's happening to Israel right now is something that he kind of sort of condones to happen in America. I'm just trying to understand.
October 7, like that doesn't change the dynamic for me even this much.
Right. So rapes that happen on October 7th doesn't change the dynamic then for this one.
America is the top dog in terrorism, and so is Israel.
All right. So again, we're trying to put this clear. He is defending rapes against innocent women, civilians living in their own home, where terrorists walk in and murder them and rape them. All right. He is defending that because Israel is a terrorist state, according to this fucking retard, and so is America. Again, not trying to draw any comparisons here. Not trying to say that these are things that he supports. It's important to keep this one in mind because there's another clip that's eerily similar to this. Didn't they rape children as well? Apparently. And they murdered children. They paraded around their corpses, and he laughed at their corpses. But don't worry, guys. Don't worry, guys. So a lot of people remember this collab between
Oh,
these
the
two
poor Nick situation.
guys because Hassan showed him terrorist music videos while
Hassan, is it for real? Are you joking?
he walked away and just let the actual
No, dude, they're singing.
music videos. Terrorist propaganda videos. He literally showed him terrorist propaganda videos without commentary. This is Hassan Nasrallah, in case you're curious. This guy is a monster. He's dead. May he rot in hell. This guy murdered, well, not only was the head of Hezbollah shooting missiles into Israeli citizen cities just generically, but he also caused the deaths of 500,000 people in Syria. Actual terrorist fuck. Hassan supports
Pish posh. 500,000 is nothing.
him in many videos, as I've already covered. But this isn't really about Hassan supporting terrorism. We all already know that Hassan supports
They were
terrorism.
Jews anyway, right?
Series. I think it's much more than that.
In a nicer way to put it, if you want to put it in a nicer way, you can say like, oh, it's a way for.
He's trying to describe what Zionism is. All right, this is his clip trying to explain to this guy what Zionism means. I bet you haven't seen this clip before. So lock in.
Jews to have self-determination and sovereignty.
So can we as a black delegation claim Michigan and kick everyone else out?
I think people have tried that.
Why?
You know, not for Michigan specifically, but well, America is like Zionism, but for white people.
Okay.
But whiteness.
Did you catch that, guys? Did you catch how his So Hassan thinks that all Israelis deserve death because he fucking supports terrorists murdering innocent Israelis. He also thinks that America is just Zionism for white people. So white people in America are basically the Zionist equivalent in America. Now, again, he thinks that
I'm searching for some stupid shit to end the stream on a high note.
Israelis are all valid military targets, even babies. Okay, what does that say for Americans? I'm asking. I don't know. I don't know the answer. I've seen multiple clips of him, inciting violence against random American people that he personally disagrees with. I'm just wondering how far this goes.
Also, is not as like.
How does he see Americans? I mean, he says he can't be racist against white people. Maybe he sees all Americans as settlers. Interesting.
Now he's white. I thought he was Turkish. I guess he's purple if needed.
Wouldn't that fit his worldview?
Like hardlined and as defined as like as Judaism is as an ethno-religion, so whiteness can expand usually. We also did it in Liberia too, but that's besides the point. I don't want to get into
Who's
that.
we?
But
yeah, he tries to change the conversation away because he realizes that a little too much of Hassan's honest opinions might have accidentally snuck out there. Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy how a little bit of his opinion snuck out. He's saying that America is Zionism for white people. That's an interesting take. Oh, this is gonna be fun. It's almost like we are actually building to a crescendo in this drama. He made 5 videos about Elon Musk. That Elon Musk made a Nazi salute. He made 5 videos about him, which is pretty crazy. Now,
by the way, the poor guy has ASD. There's no Nazi sentiment to hear in this. My heart goes out to you as a common salute.
the funny thing is,
He
Hassan
just did
supports
it with a
terrorists
little bit
that
of
also do
too
Nazi
much
salutes.
gusto.
They do Nazi salutes because they want to kill Jews. All right, that's why they do Nazi salutes. Elon Musk hit the wrong emote button and did a Fortnite emote that definitely was a little wild out there. 100%. Hassan made 5 videos about Elon Musk.
If it did it
Elon's defense
slower,
is
it would have
apparently
been
a Zionist
okay.
and a Nazi because he supports Israel. And they're calling him a Nazi for making that salute. And Hassan says,
I hate
yes,
this
you
emoji.
are a Zionist Nazi. Now, I always find it weird to call Jews Nazis. I feel like it kind of absolutely destroys the meaning of Nazi in every possible way, calling Jews Nazis. But hey,
How does it even make sense to call the Jews Nazis?
hey, I'm Jewish and I'm called a Nazi by the Hassan adjacent audience all the time, so you kind of get used to it, as crazy as that is. Hassan says that Zionism and Nazism has a lot of overlap. In fact, he basically says that Zionism is Nazism.
Yes.
He says that in multiple videos. He also says,
He says
that
yes,
America is Zionism
I
for
don't
white
say
people.
yes.
How do you think he views your average white guy in America? How do you think he views Nazis? What do you think he would say to his audience in regards to killing these people if they don't agree with his perspective? What's Zionism? Zionism is basically it's a Jewish movement that says
Belief.
that they have a right to a homeland or something. Like it's obviously more complicated than that. There are multiple definitions, but that's the basic gist of it. So anyway, let's see what Hassan has to say about white women getting raped. I don't even know why there's a fucking clip like this, but there is.
Henry College is like doing one good thing, which is that like if you have these millionaire, billionaire, WASP fail sons, at least taking them out of other colleges so they can only do date rape to other billionaire, millionaire failed daughters is like in some respects, you know, from a utilitarian perspective, of course, a little bit better. You know what I mean? Like take.
Oh, he supports rape against white women.
Okay, come on. He didn't say that. He said it's a little bit better if you got the same type of people, fucking the same type of people. I kind of agree with that.
Other women. Oh, it's an interesting take.
If something fucked up is gonna happen, at least have it done to someone that has something, a little bit of power back.
these guys and putting them
Don't
in a
pick down
pen
on
with
someone.
one another is ultimately
Don't
getting
punch
them
down.
away from the broader society. I'm not stating that it's a good thing that date rape is happening. I'm saying that date rape, Henry College.
Yeah, so basically his argument is, well, it's a good thing that the white women are getting raped because then if they wouldn't get raped, then maybe other people
okay,
would get raped.
this
That's
is
kinda crazy.
taken
You
out
haven't
of
seen this clip? Don't
context.
worry,
Not
don't worry,
context,
because when it
but,
comes to people that he doesn't like getting raped, he's
stretch.
actually pretty cool with it. Here's a clip of Hassan denying rapes that happened on October 7th, even though there is literal footage filmed
This is
by the
fucked up.
terrorists of it happening.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if fucking rapes happen on October 7th. Like that
That
doesn't change
won't
the
be-
dynamic for me even this much. So
That
that's
is
the
not-
other part of this problem that many people that can't contend with. Like the Palestinian resistance.
Resistance, the terrorists. That's who he's talking about. Or what about this clip where he? What does he do in this clip? Oh, that's right. He denies rape.
Let me explain something. Sexual
The
assaults
resistance
are
isn't
a routine
perfect.
part of atrocities during war. It can happen, and it has happened.
I love how.
What a fucking stupid question.
Okay, this video seems to be just
that person is a Nazi. Okay.
more Hassan stupid shit
This as to how evil it is because him
from the past. I
Yeah,
thought it was
settlers.
something new.
He-
I know he said a lot of stupid shit. I know he's done a lot of stupid
murderers,
shit.
alleged murders, tweeting pictures of handmade shotguns. I wanted to put this together because I wanted.
It's super crazy what's going on. I mean, it's super crazy. It's super crazy that literally just now, after so many years, he's facing a little bit of adversity.
Today we're
He
going
doesn't
over
like
some
it one bit.
updates regarding the Trash Taste podcast fiasco. So in case you don't know, Trash Taste is a podcast run by The Anime Man, CDawg VA, and Giguk. They talk about anime and Japanese culture and things like that. And recently they had an episode.
A lot of these things when they happen like drama is that just don't, sometimes it's just better just not address anything and just let it just fade.
Unironically, that's probably the best answer for most controversy, especially if you're someone who makes a lot of content, especially if you're like a daily uploading channel or streamer or something, just like keep moving, unless it's really bad. In this case, it's pretty bad, right? A lot of people are upset, but I think the issue here is that they made that pinned comment about deleting comments, and it's like they started...
The poor guys are alienating their audiences or audience. One guy said it best in the comments. This is an anime podcast. What the fuck is the terrorist doing here?
Some sort of response, which makes people expect a full response. If they're going to touch one subject, eventually you would expect they're going to touch all the subjects, and that's kind of what they're doing here, as it would play out.
Mainly because when things get too heated, almost, no matter what you would say in that moment, people are still going to be going to be unhappy, or at least, the group of people that want an apology, whatever, anything like that. If you say anything, they're just going to be more unhappy, and it just adds more fire to the flame. So that's why generally we're just kind of like, all right, we'll just let it,
Nobody's going to be happy.
Let them get over it and have their fun for the week. Where's the brigaders? Well, okay, look, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. So
also, if you're just gonna unsub to the guys just because they had Hassan on, that's a little bit unfair to them. I'm pretty sure they're not terrorist sympathizers like Hassan is. This is just a fuck up. It is what it is.
This is gonna get collected, I understand. So I want to be very mindful about how I approach this. If I'm gonna mention anything here, is that I think there are a couple of important things to mention. So I think, first of all, I think from our podcast perspective and from our perspective, if it is fair to say that if we don't engage in politics publicly, because it's just a mess. None of us live in the US. None of us are in any of these kind of intense political situations. I think it is also fair to say that, why would we bring someone political on? Which I think is very fair.
Yeah, that's a very fair point. The factions there just in general wasn't very good, but it really wasn't just because he's a political streamer. I
don't think he was. They were going for the political angle. I think he was just in Japan, and he's a big streamer. It's a good opportunity to collab. I mean, that's just pretty much all of it. I'm pretty sure that's pretty much all of it.
I think they could have brought a lot of political streamers onto the podcast and wouldn't have had anywhere near the backlash. The reason people were so mad at this particular episode is clearly because of Hassan. And it's not just because he talks about politics, it's because people don't like the unhinged stuff he has said time and time again.
Extremely, very fair criticism of us to do, which I agree with. And then I think the most annoying thing from my perspective and this whole thing is that there were...
But bro, he promoted One Piece.
Legitimately fans of Trash Taste who were unhappy. And it's frustrating because you can't see, actually hear from people who watch Trash Taste or who aren't happy, because it just turned into a political dick swinging contest.
Okay, I think there's some bit of fairness there. It's hard to get a perspective on what the actual Trash Taste podcast fans think when there's so much negativity coming from people who probably aren't subscribed and are just going to this video to basically jump in on what's going on. And as I said in my previous coverage of this whole thing, I don't think the backlash on the episode was necessarily a repudiation of Trash Taste. I think they grossly underestimated how much people don't like Hassan outside his community. And I think this was more of a repudiation of Hassan.
They are content creators, brothers. I don't think they even knew people hated him so much. I didn't even know people hated him so much, and I seldomly watch him.
On himself. People saw the podcast episode as a lightning rod for their dislike of that man. And unfortunately for them, it's their podcast. So they're the ones kind of seeing the public reflection of that with the like-dislike ratio and all the comments. But the anger was mostly towards Hassan. They didn't like the fact that they were on the podcast, but they're much more angry and seeing it as an opportunity to talk about him and show that they don't like him and to repudiate him publicly, and just happened. The vehicle for this was their podcast episode. And the interesting thing too, I think you talked about this later, but you can't really tell based on an outside perspective. I don't have their analytics, but looking at their Trash Taste YouTube channel, at most they've lost 10,000 subs, because that's the way the metric moves every 10,000 subs once you get past 1 million. So from what I can see, they've lost no more than 10,000. That's at the very most they've lost. So they might have only lost a few thousand subs over this, despite having an absolute...
Bro, that's a lot of people. To be fair, if you're that retarded and you're going to unsubscribe to someone just because they had someone on it, and it's their first fuck up and there's nothing linking them to that specific behavior, that you're stupid, you're retarded, you shouldn't. You support your people continuously if they're good people. Good people would make or will make mistakes also. They're not evil for platforming Hassan. He has a big platform. It was just a good collaboration opportunity.
Nightmare of a reaction to that episode.
About which side, which is bad on our part, because like we've never had any politics or any kind of talks like that in the comments. So I think it was kind of bad of us to kind of...
I think Hassan actually knew he was gonna make him get a lot of hate, because he at the end of the podcast he said a lot of times, "Thank you for having me. Thank you for blah 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 blah. Thank you." He said more thank you than Zelensky.
Didn't almost invite that. Second of all, the thing that was also very frustrating is that no matter what people were saying, there was a lot of brigading on a lot of sides, and I think that two things can be true at once. There were Trash Taste fans who were unhappy, and there also was brigading happening, which is also very frustrating to deal with, because then it's like, okay, now we can't actually listen to any criticism on the episode because
you don't know which is which.
Jumping in, right?
Well, I think that is somewhat important. I mean, yeah, there were definitely people jumping in. Like I said, that podcast episode was like a lightning rod for people who don't like Hassan, and that's a way to show their disliking of him. But I think also, as he'll go on to say, is he wasn't aware of all these things involving politics and Hassan and some of his takes, and it's like, well, that's maybe an opportunity to read some of those and understand why people are so mad and why it was a bad idea to have him on the podcast. But I do generally get what he's trying to go after here.
And I even told Hassan, I was like, hey man, can you not? Like, it's bad enough that one side is doing this. Please don't bring up the fucking episode and be like, hey, send people.
The fact, he
told him to knock that.
He did try to. Oh my fucking god! Yeah, I forgot about this.
That made things infinitely worse. Okay, there was already a lot of negativity heading towards the episode, but when he said the whole counter,
he's just a trash human being. Jesus Christ! I mean, the guys are having a lot of flack just because they had you on, and you're sending your fans, your shitty, retarded cunts, to
make noise, and encouraged his audience to jump in there and try to change the narrative. That made people even more divisive, and that made people even more gung-ho about trying to send a message with this podcast and the choice of special guest.
Don't do this. Look, if people who have very extreme beliefs want to go crazy, I can't stop them. They can do whatever they want. But you hope that at least,
Doesn't Hassan have extreme beliefs also?
Another side wouldn't do that as well. So I told him, I was like, hey, please don't do that.
Okay.
And he was like, yeah, man, okay, my bad.
Yeah, okay, my bad. I already
But I think
did.
as well, I told Hassan as well, I was like, hey, look, the show is not political. We don't want to deal with politics. It's
don't talk
most
politics.
likely not going to have you on again. No, and that's not like anything like, hey man,
it's not personal.
Point, what else are you going to do? Like, you could, it could have been an unfair situation. Let's say
it already
instead
happened.
of Hassan was someone else completely innocent, and for some reason people went absolutely ape shit and were angry about it. Like, yeah, maybe it's unfair in that situation, but you can't do it again because people would be even more angry. And with Hassan, yeah, he was on the podcast 2 years ago, and I believe the like-dislike ratio on that was like 90%. But a lot has changed over 2 years. I mean, he's made more unhinged takes, but most importantly, I think more people are aware of the things he has said, and that's why people were so ready to jump on that particular episode, the latest one he appeared on. And yeah, you can't bring him back now. Like, it'd be even worse, honestly. Speaking as someone who is many moons ago, I made a video, I think it was a waifu tier list. People didn't really like some of my choices, so I doubled down the next day and said, aha, you guys are right. You thought I ranked these characters too low. You're right. I gotta move them even lower. People didn't find that very funny. So I guess doubling down sometimes when people are mad like that doesn't really work out too well. And this is a no-brainer at this point. How could you possibly have him back on? But
what the fuck is wrong with you people? Why are you getting butthurt about someone liking some other character that you don't like? That's a bunch of bullshit. Now, Hassan liking terrorists, that's fucked up.
I believe it's right here. He actually mentions the specific number of subs
an anime?
they lost, and it's a pretty surprising number.
I can tell you exactly how many right now. Let me find out.
Grow up, kids.
We lost 4,000 subscribers, which is not a lot, but I also think it is disingenuous, and I think it's bad to pretend like
it's still sad
that people are not happy.
Well, I mean, first of all, 4,000 subs, losing 4,000 on a video like that with so much negative feedback is actually a very small number. I mean, 4,000 is nothing to like waft your hands at. Like, it's still a significant number, and it shows that people who were fans of the podcast and were subscribed were not happy. But it also shows that a lot of the people, like I said, the video is like a lightning rod for people who don't like Hassan, so they went over there to show their disliking of him, and that's reflected by the sub numbers there. And again, you know, with a channel that they have like 1.5 million subs, to lose 4,000 is like a pretty small number. It's not insignificant, but you would expect it to be a lot higher given what happened and how angry people were about the podcast itself. But let's skip ahead to the next section here.
Well, there was obviously a lot of bandwagoning on it because people were, you know, loving it and people don't like Hassan. And so people were jumping on it and making videos about it. There was a lot of stuff that people said that was just flat out not true, and people were just making stuff up. Some people were saying like, oh, they didn't have this guest on, they said they were too controversial, they had another guest on. That's never happened.
So the name I heard in that situation, I saw people saying that they wouldn't have Nux Taku on the podcast because it was too controversial. That was one of the names I heard people saying. I've never seen any proof of that, so I don't know. I feel like if they were willing to invite Hassan, I think they'd be willing to invite Nux if that's something that they wanted to do. But yeah, I think people were making that up. It's also
he just
like
talks about stupid shit. He's not controversial
I said that
himself.
in my first reaction to this whole thing.
Much,
I believe
anyway,
them when they said that they weren't deleting comments because YouTube's comment section is really messed up, and it's not too surprising. But I think he's going to talk about that in a second.
That's just a bunch of lies. So I don't know what that was about. There was also the only things that were disappointing for me, my perspective as well. Like really, I was like, man, what the fuck? Is that people would then make whole narratives based around because we had X on that we then couldn't criticize any other creator. We couldn't, you know, they're like, oh, you know, these people have changed, they're horrible, yada yada yada. And I was like, oh, okay, that sucks. People are just making assumptions, but not a big deal.
People would lie on the internet.
But yeah, no, I mean, look.
Oh.
The reason why we didn't address it right away, one of the ways, because a lot of people were, you know, they were just demanding things. There were a lot of comments like, you need to delete this episode. Where I feel pretty confident saying this, where if you ask Trash Taste viewers, do you want them to delete the episode? I think most viewers are sensible. They would say, hey, even if I don't agree with this episode, I don't agree with this one, I wouldn't want you to delete an episode.
Move, actually.
Yeah.
I really wish the internet would be even more of a meritocracy than it already is. It's one of the few places that you can actually be a good person still, and eventually you will find success if you are an actual good person. But if you are just pretending to be good, you're eventually gonna be the light is gonna be shined upon you, and you're gonna be uncovered. So it's one of the few places IRL that you can be a good person still and have success. That being said, I want it to be even more like that. I would wish for people like Hassan that are actually cunts to not even get a glimpse of success.
I think that's crazy. Now, also, I want to make it very clear as well, in case you're...
Although more and more stupid people are getting having babies, so even more stupid people are gonna be watching content. It doesn't sound very bright.
Watching this on YouTube, that because this is no longer gonna be a clip, but I'm sure that there's a good chance the comments, you know, might get taken over depending on how big this clip is. Please think for yourself.
It's gotten a lot of attention so far.
Yeah, a lot of drooling morons are gonna leave comments. I'm sorry for them. They are pretty much... yeah, I know Connor mostly. I don't know the other guys. But I haven't seen anything bad about them. And they don't seem like retards or cunts or anything. Also, a lot of people are looking way too much into this. Yeah, with the body language. I saw... I said everything the last couple of days. Ooh. I wonder if I should watch this, but not now. 8 days ago. Is he gonna do a dog on them? Because they pretty much made him. He got a little bit of traction, but OTK basically helped him grow to what he is now. Hopefully he's just gonna be talking about bullshit. Anyway, let's watch some fun shit. I'm super sorry about them. They're gonna 4K or 10K, doesn't matter. They're gonna come back if they're true fans. If not, they weren't anyway true fans. I don't need you. I don't need you anymore.
Yeah.
No.
Got a new show for y'all.
Got a damn... Yeah, but not now. Let's finish this first.
Uh-oh! Somebody got removed from Twitch. Somebody got in some trouble. Even though it'll only be like a day.
I presume he's going to have 3 days.
Something like a
3-day break.
Republican.
I thought he was going to say
press
something
coverage because they're trying to turn him into the Joe Rogan of the left, which is funny because Joe Rogan used to be on the left. And then he changed because of all the radical shit that's been going on over the
He didn't change. The left changed.
past couple of years. So now they've got him, and they want to try to turn him into this big superstar.
The parties
And we'll see how
infiltrated
that
each other.
works out.
Swapped places.
He has responded to his ban, and he's not happy about it.
Okay, this is what I want to see.
Couple of posts over here, and he says, "Sorry, I'll choose my words carefully next time and say if Mike Johnson cares about Medicaid fraud since he wants to cut $800 million from Medicaid Medicare, he'd call for max punishment for current Florida GOP Senator, former Governor Rick Scott, who has done the most Medicare fraud in U.S. history." And then he says, "Big shout out to right-wing
I don't
free
know if that's the
speech
truth.
lovers
He may be.
who took time out of their day screaming
Let
about
the judicial system punish. It's not your business to punish.
DEI and immigrants to cry about this." If somebody said something like this who you don't like, you would be pushing it 24/7. And I don't condone this on any level. You shouldn't be calling for people's lives. And when it comes to free speech, it's like that saying, like, doesn't give you the right to yell fire in a movie theater. You know, you're not allowed to do that.
Yeah, as long as you're not hurting anyone or anything, you're allowed to have your free speech. But the moment something or someone is in danger because of you, your right ends. So he should be punished by the FBI some way. Let's watch the Hodge twins. Yeah. Some stupid fun stuff. Happy. Oi, bruv.
Good show.
Yeah.
So this woman, what's she talking about? She out there spitting that knowledge, man.
She
no cap.
She telling on the chicks that's in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I wonder if she was one of those chicks in the streets. I wonder if she's projecting a little. Oh, she is.
She is.
Yeah. Check this girl out.
Free game, fellas. She says she needs space. There's another involved. If she hates her ex, that's because she's in love with him, and all it takes is for him to act right.
The SSA is gonna collapse by the end of the month. 90% of Americans over the age of 65 who receive SSI will no longer get their checks. It's a very blank statement. It's very easy to look from the outside and say this is what's happening. The inside doesn't say that, and a lot of shit is getting thrown left and right, and most of it is bullshit.
Up out of there. If all her friends are single, the bitches.
This is the cleaning of corruption. The direction everything is going is good.
Cheating. If she never had a father, chances are she will not respect you.
I'm sorry, let me go back.
A little. Oh, she is.
She is.
Yeah. Check this girl out.
Free game, fellas. She says she needs space. There's another involved. If she hates her ex, that's because she's in love with him, and all it takes is for him to act right, and she's the up out of there. If all her friends are single, the bitch is cheating. If she never had a father, chances are she will not respect you. If she start acting like everything you do and say is annoying her, that's because she's entertaining another that she thinks is better than you in this current moment.
Wow.
If she's never attempted to pay for a date, that's because the bitch is a user and a leech, and all it takes is for you to tell her no for her to be gone.
Damn.
If she answering all your calls and all of that, that don't mean a thing. You could be next to her playing the silent game. Guess what? If you only texting her and when you talk to her, it's only in the car or on the.
Yeah, if you're the one that's only contacting, you're the one outside. Also, by the eyelashes, you would think she's stupid, but she's hella smart.
Go, but you never talk to her while she's at home, and when you do, ain't nobody else there. That's because of
This
lives
chick's
there.
giving me
If she
anxiety.
can't talk at night or she goes to sleep really early, I bet
Be over
she
there.
do because that other putting her to sleep. He's digging her down. If she posts half naked pictures on the internet, she's for the streets. If she can't conduct herself as a woman, cannot be a wife. If she sleeps with you on the first night, guess what? She's done that before. And granted, there's the first time, but baby, that was not the I promise you. If she calls you out your name and regurgitates information when y'all arguing, the bitch cannot be trusted. The man she hates the most is the one that she's the in love with. And if she admits to a small lie, leave the because we don't admit to small lies. Forget, fellas.
She is giving game.
All the stops, all the secrets. She's spilling the beans.
Because I don't date blacks women's.
No blacks.
I mean,
No blacks
that's
women's.
good information, man. You can.
I mean, I just had a horrible experience with my first wife.
Yeah.
Nope, never again.
Damn.
Well, you
that
dated
one-
a couple black women before you made that decision. What? Remember the girl who was in high school? She threw that brick at you.
God. Yo, your wife, ex-wife, she put some mental trauma on you, man.
No, it wasn't just her. It was like I struck out like 5 times against black women. I mean, it's like struck out bad.
Yeah.
He doesn't
Like
learn.
I was going in the Marine Corps, you were swinging for the fences and you missed and you just threw your whole back out. Yeah, it's like I was dating this black chick before I went into the Marine Corps and I told her, so I'm going to the Marine Corps. She got mad. She's like, what? She did this and picked up.
But I'm the most important thing.
Just brick and just threw it at me.
Yeah.
Wow.
She was trying to handicap him so he doesn't get accepted into the Marines.
She got that Jeffrey Dahmer in her.
Yo, you picked
Jeffrey Dahmer won't let nobody leave.
Man, you picked some bad ones. Like, did you pursue her or she pursued you?
Good question.
Pursued me.
Okay. You see that?
That's a little bit better for him.
Listen, she pursued you. She wanted something. She seen something. She seen something and wanted you to do, and you wasn't kind of like that. Or she could be just like she was saying. She was entertaining something else. Like any little thing just irked her.
Yeah, it's like all my friends were going to jail, so I was like, I'm joining the Marine Corps. I'm gonna do something myself. So she picked up that rock, brick, whatever it was.
Yeah,
and then my ex-wife, you might as well married Smoking Joe Frazier. Cause you married a boxer. A heavyweight boxer. I would come over to Keith's house, he had a new scratch.
She used to soften them ribs.
I remember one day she was going crazy, right? She picked up.
This is so stupid. It's really retarded that the fact this is acceptable. Domestic violence is not acceptable, even if it's a woman beating a man or a man beating a woman. It's funny if a woman beats a man up, but it's not acceptable.
It was a vase on his glass table.
You
She
was
picked it
there?
up and she like, I said, Keith, did you see that? She wanted to take that vase and smash it on your. No, man, she wouldn't do that, man. She loves me, man.
That's what you said?
Yeah, but Keith had battered wife syndrome. Well, I was 19. I was young, Kim. Yeah.
Wait. You married at 19? At 19?
When I was in Marine Corps in St.
Ah, man, yeah. That you picked a bad one, and y'all were young. Y'all didn't spray your wings yet, man.
I was dating this one black girl. And then I was dating this other black girl, right? Man, did you hear me talking? Wait a minute. No, let me see this. And she was like our next door neighbor in the Marine Corps, right? What you tell me? Oh, yeah. Yeah, right. And
I was living in base housing.
Yeah, right. So I went to go see her, and she was married, right? And then it wasn't working out with them, so she was about to do it. I slammed it in. And then as soon as I got just the nuts hanging out, she's like, I can't do this. She got up and ran. I'm like, man, what's wrong with these black?
Damn.
Black women, it's just, I don't know what it was.
Yeah,
You still did it.
I was, before I so rudely cut off, I was dating this black girl, right?
That's a crazy
Technically, the bitch still cheated.
story, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I just got it in.
Yeah,
I'm like,
crazy.
I'm inside. Man, I'm going to keep pumping.
And no explanation?
She was still in love with somebody else, I guess. She's like, I can't do this.
Oh, see, you was picking them wrong ones, man. She had a man. Oh, you.
It's one of those things where you that one friend that says that old women are whores, yet all his girlfriends are picked up at the club. Like, maybe you should get them from somewhere else, buddy.
No?
Fish somewhere else.
I knew she had a man, but
I knew she had a man, but maybe she wouldn't cheat on me. What?
she told me to come see her. But they were separate. She told me to come see her. So I go, hey, Keith here.
Hey, you want to fuck?
She opened the door in just her towel.
Oh, shit.
She's wet.
She knew what she was doing.
Shower. No, you planned this.
Yeah.
So I open the door, and I'm like, so I go in. I make my moves.
To be fair, it's a little bit commendable and a little bit better the fact that she couldn't go through it. But it's still fucked up. She still cheated.
Well, you know,
also, all the talking up until then still counts as cheating.
we on the carpet. I slammed my
On the carpet, bro? The poor back.
nuts in her. I can't do this. Baby, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, she.
How the fuck did you had mount, right? Like top control. How did she get away from under you?
She was trying to get back.
You gotta work on your guard, bro.
Or get over them, because you know some women, once they say they like monkeys. As soon as they grab onto a land, they let go the other one. She was hoping that'd happen, but she had too much feelings.
Yeah, to be fair, this is exactly what most women do. Most women do not go through the breakup. They start having another relationship before the actual one, the current one, is over, and then she just transitions. Also, you should never accept someone like that. You're probably gonna be at the other guy's situation not long.
Principal black one wasn't stable, so I was like, man, I gotta I'm gonna go and try these Mexicans out.
Technically, he's going from worse to a little bit less worse, but still pretty bad.
I mean,
he doesn't learn.
Yeah, I've been with several black women. I was like, yeah.
You should go for the ones that get out of prison.
I'm starting to notice a trend over here. Well, I don't know. I think it's the green eyes we got. Brings out the worst in them. This is the devil on me.
They see this.
But I fall for
It's
this
not
green
necessarily
eye.
with me. It's not necessarily like skin color or anything. It's character
I'm like a drug, baby. They go crazy.
traits. So I start to check off certain character traits.
I was picking the
So I
wrong
say,
one.
okay,
Exactly.
Yeah, you were.
If you start to see crazy, you're like, okay, then.
Okay, if she screams so high that her fucking voice cracks, a bitch is crazy. If she starts throwing shit when you got a little bit of an argument, the bitch is crazy. I mean,
crazy in there.
If she's got nails this big, the bitch is crazy.
Yeah.
And then you, just there's certain things, there's certain little triggers that can tell you, oh yeah, you're a little
If the bitch has a reptile for a pet, the bitch is crazy.
crazy. Might got a little bipolar, a little anxiety, a little this. And I start checking them things off. I get enough checks, you got to go.
Yeah, Chris.
You got to go before you stab me in my sleep.
When he was talking, he was doing evaluation. Yeah, I didn't like how that lip was quivering. Yeah, she got some anxiety. She might have stabbed a couple people. Yeah, I was young too, though. I was in my early 20s. Yeah.
So yeah, when you're in love and when you find someone, but hey, wait a minute, he said he was just starting up. How did you get so attached, bro? Oh, wait a minute. Crazy bitches do have one thing going for them. Most of them are banging in bed. I mean, they suck mad dick. Most of them. But it's not worth it.
And I just gave up. I think I gave up too early, too quick.
Yeah.
And I wasn't. Have y'all found like I mean, y'all in relationships with black women. I've been in a relationship with black women. I've noticed about black women, they're like
some Latina-esque.
What's the word I'm looking for? Here we go.
No, they're different.
No, they're different, huh?
Yeah, it's the culture. It's not about the color, obviously. It's not about the ethnicity. It's about the culture. What people do you have around you when you grow up? And who? Because if someone's missing, there's bound to be some issues.
It's like everything's
and most most slutty inclined girls don't have fathers, and it's kind of sad that they seek attention so much, and any kind of attention, even if someone treats you like a bag of meat, even if someone beats you up, even if someone cusses you up, it's still attention, and they would rather have that than to not have any attention. It's kind of sad, but it's still kind of fucked up for the person in a relationship with a woman like that. I mean, don't be that guy.
Test with them about your masculinity, everything.
Yeah. All guys have that little face that you try to make a housewife out of a whore. That's not gonna happen. Hopefully you don't marry the bitch and you don't have children.
They find one weakness
before you learn.
No, they're different. No, they're different, huh? It's like everything's a test with them about your masculinity, everything. They find one weakness. They exploit it. Like
they find the button.
With a,
they just
like
do this.
when we have an argument, she would just turn into this. It could be over something trivial. It's just I've noticed with
Babe, I think we should get those flowers. They're nicer. But I like those ones. Yeah, but those are nicer. You didn't wash the dishes.
A lot of black women I dated, like when you're fighting, they hold grudges. And you don't really necessarily have relations with them after the fact. It's like something's totally different about them. And I noticed with other women, like after you have a big fight, huge, you know, you have relations with them and everything's cool. Makeup sex, yeah. There's no such thing as makeup. My first wife, she held sex like a Scooby snack.
That's crazy.
Not good.
Crazy
And
bitches,
I found that black women are like the only
That's
woman.
just my experience.
I'm not saying all black women.
No, a lot of women do that. They don't need to be black. A lot of women do that.
I'm like this, but Keith married a body.
And then they wonder, hey, he cheated on me. Bro, you haven't fucked him for 6 months.
And I was in shit with a girl, right? She said, come on, show me what you got. I was like, I don't know how to deal with this.
She was like
Jiu-jitsu, my friend.
Vera from Harlem Nights.
Man.
Oh,
she was Della Reese.
Let me hug
Della
you.
Reese, yeah, that's Vera. Yeah.
I was like, come on, sucker.
Come on.
I noticed that with my mama. When my mom and daddy fight, mama would give him my daddy's face.
Yeah.
She would hit him back.
Mama be right there just pushing his buttons. And daddy would snap and see red for a couple minutes.
I'm not always correct, but I can usually look at you and tell you aggressive. It's like, you know, like you see like certain dogs and you're like, all right, I'm not petting you.
Yeah.
I'm not petting you.
That dog been do something.
I'm not giving you my dick. You're going to bite it off.
You ain't asking those stupid questions just to bite it.
Y'all remember that dog, the dude that came and did y'all podcast, had that big cane Corso that came in? I could tell
Cane Corso, that's how you pronounce it?
he was a sweetheart.
In English, anyway.
But
He's
most
a
people
sweetheart,
look
of
at him and
course.
be like, I ain't touching that dog or whatever. But you can look at a dog,
That's the idea.
his tail, his mannerisms, and just get a read on whether or not it's going to be friendly or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the tail when it's wet. Yeah, but it's not about the specific dog at all times. It depends on the human and it depends on the specific moment.
I do the same thing when I'm meeting people.
Yeah.
I like the same thing. So a woman, you not gonna hide that from me. You're just not gonna hide crazy, and you're not gonna hide aggressive from me because I can see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, you just didn't see it. We just wanted to go inside.
Well, you were young, so y'all was 19. I wasn't trying to be booed up at 19, even though I had my.
It's easier these days with the nails and the eyelashes that scratch the back of their heads. I mean, with the crazy lips, maybe 10 too many operations. It's easier these days to spot the crazy bitches.
Child.
Yeah, so that's what it was, man. You just as soon as you had sex, you just locked in with it. You should have been having different ones.
Yeah,
you know.
I mean, I should have saw the crazy. I wasn't. Yeah. All I was looking at was that ass.
That ass. Yeah, she had a big old ass.
I know she's crazy, but that ass.
Yeah. That's why I had bad experiences with women. But long story short, all is the same.
Yeah.
All is the same. Well, women.
Some better than others, of course, but
yeah, man.
And I think women do a better job than men in finding pain points and twisting the knife.
Yeah.
That's all they can do, basically, because they've been always, during history, they cannot do anything physical. They only have the yapping part. Of course, they're going to weaponize the shit out of it. Also, men are not petty like women. Most men, anyway. Women are very petty and very evil. They're very scheming and very manipulative. And I'm pretty sure most of you guys know, women do not really like each other. Like, most women hate each other. They're competition.
And that's and all of them do it differently. You know what I'm saying? Every ethnic group does it differently or whatever.
But they all do it. They have experience in it. Most men don't. If we have a problem with each other, we're like, face to face, come on, bro. Usually. Now, these days, keyboard warriors and femboys have been infiltrated.
Some might do them a little bit more respectable than others, but it's the same thing. They still gonna twist that damn knife.
Hey, the one thing I find about women, when there's a special kind of evil in a woman.
Yeah. Almost ruined dude's acting career, but he's making a comeback.
Jonathan Majors?
Yeah, Jonathan.
Yeah.
There's so many stories of people that fucked this one girl and then they had their whole car keyed and maybe a tomahawk or two embedded in the front end of the car, all because they didn't answer the phone the next day or something like that. Stay away. Don't stick your dick in crazy is a saying for a reason.
I remember that.
Yeah.
What happened with that?
He's coming back.
Oh,
He's got a movie coming out that looks pretty good about bodybuilding.
And Marvel is thinking about bringing him back as Kang the Conqueror.
Yeah, because a woman made some accusations that
she lied, and she came back. She apologized like, yo, he didn't. We
But they
seen the
Bro, that's super retarded. They need to. I'm pretty sure the last women that did this falsely accused someone of rape. They actually have been punished. They need to severely crack down on this bullshit. You're destroying people's livelihoods, and then you're just saying, "Oh, it was a joke. I'm sorry. Oh, I made a mistake."
They canceled him, yo.
Just on an allegation.
Also, you're invalidating actual rape victims.
And
That's crazy.
3 years, man.
She was white.
Yeah.
That's all it takes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. There's a special kind of evil in women. They will take everything from you.
Johnny Depp, homegirl with Johnny Depp, man.
Yeah.
He's
like,
still
I'm
on
not
business.
saying men are angels, but
To be fair, Amber Heard was known to be crazy. I mean, she has the crazy eyes. From a mile away, you can see it.
women, man.
Yeah.
This is I mean, I'll take that back. Just because she's white, that's, I don't know. What? That's why they believe her over him?
Absolutely, man.
I wonder if she actually took a shit on the bed or took a dump in the toilet or bucket or something and then put it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It didn't.
You
It
just
definitely
can't
didn't
be.
go against.
You can't. You just
it didn't help him. I know that.
You just can't be. You can't take the white man's woman. Okay. They don't like that.
I think a lot of white men don't like that. Like if they find out that girl been with a black man, it turns them off.
Yeah, man.
I don't know how true that is, but yeah. I don't know. I heard some people.
They
say
never
it.
liked that. They used to kill kids. They killed Emmett Till because he said hi to the little white girl. No, the teenager. She was a teenager. He said hi to her.
Yeah.
That shit is
I don't know.
crazy.
Yeah, man. I ain't trying to go down that path.
You see my face.
I ain't trying to go down that road. You went
Chris
to
was
Emmett
going
Till.
down
that dog.
I was going.
I don't like that idea.
Y'all hold
She
me.
just killed a whole
Yo,
buzz.
I was going in, and you took like, oh, all right, Chris, I got you.
He got quiet as hell in here. He said, man, why you bringing up Emmett Till?
Me and Chris being here with like we going to videos, whatever, and Chris will show me a video, right? And he'll be laughing, right? And I'll look at it, I'm like, Chris, this is the saddest shit I've seen in my life. What is this? He was like, but I think Chris different.
Yeah, he is.
I love him though. He's different though.
Yeah. Just be laughing at some foul
He said,
stuff.
"You remember Emmett Till and how they?" I'm like, God dang. Let's get out of here. It was the damn good show.
Chris got some dog humor. Plus, man.
Hey, man, listen. The special is doing good. You should. You guys need to download it. It's
Boys be boys.
Yeah. Got a new show for y'all. Got a damn good show. Also,
I think I know a woman that looks very similar to this. I hope she's not the same woman.
this is a Las Vegas woman, right? She's romancing old dudes. And watch the stuff she's doing to these men. Yeah. This is nuts.
Today we
News
starts now.
Romance scammers typically go after victims' money. They often operate out of other countries and never meet their targets. But in a case right here in Las Vegas, the FBI says a woman not only...
What did I just tell you? With the crazy bitches having reptiles for pets. I mean, this is a could be just that the snake was on the street or whatever, and she's just taking a picture. But the fact that she's interested in doing that still makes her a little bit crazy.
met her victims, but drugged, kidnapped, and even killed at least one of them.
And Fox 5's
At
Victoria
least one.
Saha reports on how investigators say Aurora Phelps lured older men and why they think there may be more victims of this deadly scheme.
It's a romance scam on steroids, said FBI Las Vegas special agent in charge.
Yeah, dudes are suckers anyway.
How many times do you want to do this?
Old dude did something like this. Yeah, show him a little leg. She got that leg hiked up. Show him some lip action.
She's got that fat leg up.
some lip action.
She's
Got
very
the hair
thin, but
going.
this leg is fat.
And then she got another picture that's neutral. It's that girl next door action. Yeah. That's that school teacher action. Just got the leg going, got some lips going, got the school teacher action going. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Spencer
Yeah, but the producers of the show chose the pictures.
Trifecta.
Today we are here to enlist the public's help to identify potential victims.
Yeah, I like this one right here. I like that one. 65. No, she look cross-eyed in this one. You like?
She could be cute, but she screams crazy.
Like, yeah, I can work with that.
Oh, she's got a nose ring too.
I can work with that. I could. Man, I could relieve a lot of stress with that. Yeah, that's psycho action right there. Remember that movie Psycho? Dude's mama standing in the door. That's psycho action right there. See, but me and you are a good judge of character. You see this, I can work with this on the right.
Also, in hindsight, that's 2020. We know.
And you look at that on the left, you're like, oh, that's psycho. Something's
You
up
guys
with her.
just put your cursor
He's probably
on
what
the
we
bottom.
believe to be a sinister and far-reaching romance scam.
Federal authorities say 43-year-old
Isn't that a
Aurora
little bit gay?
Phelps from Las Vegas
43?
targeted and drugged older men with dangerous amounts of sedatives. She
Dangerous.
then stole whatever she could.
Once she incapacitated her victim,
I think it's dangerous because she just doesn't know the dose. I don't think she intended on killing someone, and maybe the guy that died was unintentional like this.
Phelps stole their cars, accessed their
looks like a
bank
victim.
and brokerage accounts to withdraw cash, used their credit cards to make a variety of purchases, including luxury retail goods and gold, and even
Classic.
attempted to access their Social Security and retirement accounts.
Evans says in one
That's evil as
instance, she even tried to withdraw millions of dollars from one of her victims' brokerage accounts.
Bitch, are you stupid? You need special access for that, brother.
Her victims were all men
Okay, this smile screams stupid.
between 60 and 70, all who met Phelps on dating sites under one of her several different aliases. Three
She likes them old.
Yeah, these are some. You that old? Are you still looking for love? Yeah.
She's parked right south the local geriatric center.
Yeah. But wow, like, how did she get access to that brokerage accounts? It's all on their phones, Kevin. I got my.
But how'd she get the
I got
password?
I got my Robin Hood on my phone. You know
What's
how she
Robin
got
Hood?
it? She's sitting there.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah,
chilling
blah,
with
blah,
him.
blah.
He said, "Look, babe, look how much money I got. Yeah, things are looking up for you. You done found me. I found you. Look at this. I got 3.3 million in stock in my brokerage account.
Look at that. I used to have
You
3.3
told me
million.
we fly the world. Yeah, this could be you, baby. Stop touching me. That's what happened.
of those victims were from southern Nevada. Two of them died. The FBI says one of the Nevada victims that died was drugged, put in a wheelchair, and taken across the border to Mexico, where he was found dead in a hotel room.
Two of Phelps's other alleged
Bro,
victims
that's
were found
evil.
dead
Is that
shortly after their
premeditated?
encounters with her, and the one living victim mentioned in the indictment survived and emerged from a coma after Phelps administered large amounts of prescription sedatives to him over the course of a week.
So the bitch keeps drugging them. That's super stupid. They can have renal failure.
So far, the FBI knows of 11 victims,
I don't even think she knows what that is.
but there may be more. Agents set up this page asking anyone who fell for Phelps's scam to reach out. They also want to hear from victims' family members. Victoria Saha, Fox 5 News, local, Las Vegas.
Who fucks?
He's a serial killer.
Phelps now faces this laundry list of federal charges, including a count of
Wire fraud,
kidnapping
3
resulting
counts
in
of wire
death, another count of kidnapping, 7 counts of wire fraud, 3 of mail fraud. She is also
But why
charged with
did she
6
take the
counts
guy
of bank
from
fraud
over
and
the
3
border?
counts of identity theft. If she is found
That
guilty,
means the cartels are involved. The only way, right? Or did they want to go on a vacation and that's the spot they chose?
Phelps
But she drugged them
could
before.
spend the rest of her life in prison. She's
What?
currently in jail in Mexico right now, and the U.S. Attorney's Office is waiting to
I do not believe that. I think she's in a penthouse somewhere getting fucked.
see if she will fight the extradition.
The rest of her life in jail? They gotta fry her. Put that woman in electric fun squad. They ain't frying no Put on a horse and put a rope around
KFC.
her neck. Why would you give someone like that a nice bed to sleep, 3 square meals a day, 1 hour?
And in Mexico. Technically, it would be a death sentence to go to jail in Mexico, but she was most likely working with the cartels, and this is just a cover-up. Okay, she's punished. She's gonna spend the whole life in jail. Fine? Okay. and she's just walking by Mexico free.
Of daily activities outside.
Well, she's a woman for one. I mean,
Yeah,
you
true.
notice how they didn't call her a serial killer at all.
Well, she's not a serial killer because only one died.
That's crazy.
Technically.
Oh well.
Oh well.
What? This type of things happen more.
To be fair, the guy had a full life. If they died at 60, 70, it's not that tragic.
Often
Also, they did it themselves. Like, it's your own fault, bro.
people think. Look up Black
Anyways.
Widow of Lomita. She even married them and do the unthinkable just to get their funds. Anyways, most men still believe in love. Come on, gents, don't be dumb. And you met her. Where you live? Las Vegas. Oh man, I hit the jackpot with this one. So she's a Las Vegas woman. I have my doubts.
And she's not crazy
she
at
said
all.
Too. We don't want those biscuits. We want hope. They're on me as well. They use some kind of horse tranquilizers. That's crazy. Free the home girl. Yeah.
So I don't think she meant to kill the guy. He probably just died. Tranquilized.
Yeah, got a show for y'all. Got a damn good show.
You know, I have my
If nobody knows, this is Mighty Mouse, one of the greatest of all time to fight in MMA. I don't know if he's currently still fighting. He was multiple times champion at whatever light division. He's very, very good.
sister, she was a lesbian. I have a brother, he likes men. And, you know, it's a hard subject because, you know, I keep it real. I tell my brother all the time, I was like, dog, don't be coming over here with that gay. I tell my kids that too. What? I tell him that, but he's like, but he's cool. He's cool. He's cool. But he said it too. He
said, "Yep, he be saying it.
Yeah.
He be saying it."
But he's cool too, right? Then he goes, because we have I have two twin brothers.
He's just laughing because it's so controversial to say something's gay or to mean it in a bad way. It doesn't. The guy doesn't need to see this. Like, the guy's kids don't need to see this.
And we're hanging out. And, you know, he came out and said, we knew he was gay to begin with. We didn't care.
Nothing wrong
we
with
didn't care.
that.
We still love him.
Just don't do it in front of my kids.
We just see, we'll be hanging out and play video games. He'll be like, I'm a bad so I'm like, it's like, you definitely beat me, Street Fighter 6. Come on, let's go. You ain't beat me. So we playing, and next thing you know, we're hanging out, and he goes, guys, like, he goes, I'm still the same. I just like men. That's all I do. I'm like, yeah, it's fine. We have a problem with that. But my kids, they're coming up, they're around my brother, and I just tell them, I'm like, if they're like, hey,
influence them.
you know, they see the other twin who's with the woman,
right,
but they haven't seen my brother with his partner. And when that time comes, I'm not gonna be like,
it's weird.
I'm like, he is an adult.
Right.
He has chosen to love a man.
Right.
There's
Yes.
nothing wrong with that whatsoever.
No.
And I was like, you guys are too young to decide what. I don't want you guys being persuaded that it's okay. I don't want to say it's okay, but I never forget. A gentleman says, "Let me ask you a question, Demetrius."
It's interesting.
He goes, do you think if all genders,
All kids go through a little bit of a gay phase anyway. I mean, it's kind of interesting, and each parent can choose and should be able to choose. Like, I wouldn't want my children to be around other, mainly because they're very sexually deviant, as in they are promiscuous. Gays, both lesbians and gay men. I don't know. It's a very interesting perspective. Technically, there's nothing wrong with it. They're gonna see it anyway, eventually, and if they want to do it, they can do it. But it's definitely very easy to persuade them to think that you're special by doing that, and then you get the brownie points at school. And I'm pretty sure this is in my opinion, this is why the movement, the trans movement, and everything picked up so much in America. You got hella brownie points if you said that you were trans, gay, bi, or whatever the fuck, or lesbian, or anything special. It's special to be normal. Comparing numbers and shit.
we're with the same gender, what do you think would happen to the world? I was like, it would die. We won't be able to repopulate. He goes, exactly. So
Yeah.
don't tell me that it's natural. That's
I keep saying this. How many transgender people or gay people do you find in Africa, in the Congo, in the Amazon, the indigenous tribes? Not many. They are gonna be some. A lot of them have traditions about having the coming of age is basically elder men having sex with, young people. That's the coming of age. And I'm pretty sure maybe 1 out of 100 is gonna like it. But there's not as many as in America. Like,
right. I understand. 5 years old, you want the range. I mean, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, all the way up to 18, 19, 20. I'll say around 21, you can start that.
After 200 years, you can watch.
I don't want that around my kids. Yeah. Like if we had
can
a bunch
decide for
of gay
yourself.
brothers and sisters, they come over, I got my 8-year-old kid in there, and they up in there doing all that gay stuff. I wouldn't want to expose them to that. Right. Because for the most part, I think sexuality is taught as a product of your environment. Yeah. Most people are straight because... Yeah. You know? Don't you think so? I think people got a predisposition to it too. I think you have that gene in you. That bi gene. I think it's a gene.
Gene is the guy's name.
Because very few people that are like this, they, very, very few of them is not attracted to the other sex at all. Very few people, men, women, who are like this, they only attracted to the same sex. A majority of people that are like this, they go both ways anyway. You know what I'm saying?
That's my experience. Most gay people could also be called bi. More.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever met a full straight, full gay. Like only the same sex. But then again, I haven't met many.
But I've talked to some men who look at a woman's V, and it makes them want to puke.
V?
Yeah, they're born. That's what I'm saying. When it comes to people like this, there's a very minute amount of people that are that way. Most people go both ways, but they consider themselves to be like this.
Yeah, so you think it's like a gene, like being...
It's got to be a gene. It's a gene. It makes you smart, makes you stupid,
Some
makes you
girls
fat,
are just
makes you slow, makes you black,
boyish.
makes you have green eyes,
Tomboys.
brown eyes. All your stuff is hardwired in your DNA. When you're born, your fate is already determined.
When you come out of your mama, you're ooh wah. That's how you cry.
No, well,
ooh wah,
you can,
honey.
You can improve certain things.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like if you fat, you can lose weight, right? But you still gonna be on the fat. But you still gonna be on the fat side.
What are you trying to say?
Like some
you
people are
need to
not the
improve being
skin, they
gay?
can't gain no weight. Yeah. People, I think it goes all the way down your DNA. You have that gene that tells you if you're gonna be violent.
Yeah, so if that's the case, why should
Technically,
he be
it's called testosterone.
worried about all that gay stuff?
Hormones are way more important. I think most people, when they're talking about their DNA, their genes, and everything, a lot of people don't know that if you change someone's hormones, if you play with testosterone, progesterone, and estrogen, you can literally make someone from bi, gay, to kinky, to not kinky, to not want to have sex at all. It just literally comes down to the sex hormones. What ratio you have one to the other, and what body percent fat, and how much do you exercise, and everything has a lot of impact on your brain state, of your mind state, and everything.
Around his kids, you keep that gene dormant. Don't let it get any exposure to it.
Do not show me the dick or I'll suck it.
Because think about it. If
Bottle
you
it
was
down.
raised by...
That's the people that hate the gays, right? They secretly like it and they hate that about themselves, so they hate gay people because they're open about it. Just suck the dick, man. If you like the dick, suck the dick.
Two men that were like this. Oh, me, you like that. Glory holes, all that. Man.
That was his argument to me about gays.
He got hit in the
If
face.
me, you was raised by two men that were like this. Oh, me, you like that. Glory holes, all that.
The fuck?
Man.
That was his
Bro,
argument to me
never do
about
that.
gays and lesbian, right? And
'Cause
so
they
when my
have an addictive
kids, when they
personality.
get next to my brother and they see that, they're like, Dad, he's kissing another man. I'm like, it's okay.
Nothing
Like
wrong
that's
with
what
that.
he chooses to do. But you guys are too young to make that decision. When you guys become 18, 19, 20, 21, you can do whatever the fuck you want. You're out of my house.
Sure.
But right now,
Not a
you
gay
don't know
shit.
what you like, right? Like they're all dating girls right now. And my daughter, she's too young to have a boyfriend. But I'm like, enjoy. Be a kid. Have fun.
Yeah, go play video games.
Go play video games
Go
and-
learn how to multiply.
Yep.
Don't worry about who you like, what you like. But that's the
You're gonna see the comments. He's like, don't bring that around here. What?
Shocking.
I think a lot of Americans agree with that.
Yeah,
you don't want
yeah.
your kids exposed
The only
to certain
people,
things.
the only people that don't agree with that is gay.
If you can't drink till you're 21, you should not be able to choose anything for the rest of your life up until you're 21. Nor tattoos, nor sex, nor whatever the fuck, nor transitioning. No.
Yeah, because they want to manufacture some more of them.
Yeah, damn DJ has a deaf mother and a deadbeat dad and gay siblings, and he decided to be the MMA GOAT. Base Demetrius Johnson, that's my GOAT. Solidified GOAT.
I don't know if he said it. He said his brother was
DJ
that
is
from the
who
start.
Sean Strickland wishes he could be. Base Mighty Mouse.
He took all the manliness in the family.
Yeah. Johnson's
hogged
brother
it.
likes the Johnson. So he's got a twin brother? Is that
He
what
said he has
That's the
twin
Johnson.
brothers. Yeah.
Oh, this.
One of them's straight, the other one's. How is that possible? They come from the same egg. I know the other man.
Well, it's like it's like this.
It's also with people. It's a lot of, with people and animals. It's a lot of nurture.
left-handed. I'm right-handed.
But Keith, come on.
It's an environment.
It's like
I think like the one gay twin, he got exposed to something. The other straight twin didn't.
He's
get
got a
exposed to.
predisposition to being like this.
No, I
He
think
got exposed to it, and his brother didn't get
Yeah,
exposed
I just
to it.
think no. I don't think he has a predisposition. I think a lot of it has to do with what you're exposed to. Like his twin brother, when he wasn't looking, somebody probably did something gay to him and like.
Even coming back to the idea of hormones, even though they're twins, their bodies most likely will not function the exact same way. So they are going to have different level of hormones, and they're going to metabolize food differently, which then entail are going to cascade into the hormones, and it's going to affect their personality and their preferences.
Man, shut the.
You know what I mean? No, Keith, I'm telling you, your hardwire is down in your DNA.
I ain't
Who
gay.
you going to be in life?
Not everything, Kevin.
Like, look for example, look at Ted Bundy. Right?
You know what? Unfortunately, there is an argument to be made that we do not have free will. We are pretty much a product of our environments. There's a little bit of nature involved, but mostly it's nurture and everything that leads up to a certain event. You could just jot everything down to say it's not my fault because it could just be not your fault. Even for mass murderers, for example, or criminals, a lot of them that commit heinous crimes have brain tumors. They could literally not resist the impulses that they had. Technically, they didn't do it. They themselves, they didn't consciously choose to do stupid shit. But that doesn't mean that you don't need to be punished for whatever you do.
Look at Jeffrey Dahmer. Right?
You think you can find it in DNA?
No, look. Very intelligent people. But to the core, just evil. They're born that way. And they would.
A lot of intelligent people become evil because society is retarded.
They had that predisposition to be a serial killer. They got exposed to certain things that
too.
opened up that gene. And that gene took over the rest of that DNA. And
Also, even a little headbang, especially when you're little, even a little headbang can fuck you up for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And make you into another
Like I think you're born
whole other person.
a rapist.
A rapist?
I think you're born that way. You got a predisposition to that.
Oh, a rapist.
To that conduct, to
Yeah.
that activity.
Yeah. Just like your eye color, your skin color. All that's predetermined.
But I think sexuality can be
It's
taught
not
too.
just
You can be
like that.
born
Yeah.
that way too, but it can be taught.
I mean, inherently, everybody's born evil. You have to teach people to be good.
Pretty much humans,
I
yeah.
think.
Humans and
I mean,
monkeys.
why else do we have the 10 Commandments?
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying?
You would not know good and evil if you didn't have religion. That's stupid.
About them 10 Commandments.
Yeah, people be adultery, just
Left and right.
I'm taking your wife. I had to do it. I wanted it.
Yeah.
Mine now. To be fair, the streamer dude that got in trouble recently in Japan, he kind of did that.
Yeah, got the show for y'all.
Got a damn good show.
Okay, this is an incident at Spirit Airlines in Orlando, Florida.
I mean, you're just asking for it if you flying on Spirit.
Again, there's barely anyone
flights
here,
got
so I'm not
canceled,
posting.
and everybody's
That's all you need. That's all you need. You flying Spirit and
I
some
would
get canceled?
otherwise.
Oh, all hell gonna break loose. Watch this. This is crazy.
What the fuck is going on here? This bitch is crying like
Cut
that.
up a little bit.
We have little kids that need sleep tonight. I can't get her name because she's not even showing it. Excuse me, ma'am, what's your name?
All the folks, because the airplane
in the leopard shirt. What's your name?
Let me
Excuse me, ma'am, what's
also
your name?
say on their side,
This
right?
is my first time flying. I have kids. What are we supposed to do, officer, tonight? You
Turn down
tell
a
me
little
what
bit,
we're
please.
supposed to do.
Can you turn-
We're supposed to sleep on the floor in here? Is that okay?
Will you listen? I'm not gonna play. I understand you're upset, but you screaming at me, I'm not gonna get over it. If you just want to scream at me, I'll just stand here and you can scream at me.
Scared.
Just leave. So what's the problem?
I get it. I understand that.
I presume her flight is being delayed or cancelled, and they need to, and this is a joint flight or whatever, and they need to spend the night in the airport, like a lot of people.
I want to go
But you
Oh.
screaming at me doesn't do anything.
I'm
trying to
not
talk.
screaming. I'm upset.
If they didn't let someone break on our plane,
She's fake crying.
they let somebody in.
Yeah, they
break
put
on
somebody
our,
on our
break
plane.
open the doors.
I'm suing. I swear.
Right,
I'm
but-
stressed.
security measures around
Good.
here. Where are the
Okay,
security?
I want to hear what this guy has to say. Let's hear.
Okay, I understand
I
you're
have
frustrated.
kids all the time. Okay.
I understand you're frustrated. I'm not here to say who's right, who's wrong with stuff, right? All I'm trying to
my
say
mouth is
is,
dry. I need
I
something to
understand.
shut
I
up.
understand you're upset. Okay, on their side.
She's being difficult for nothing.
Yeah. They take a bad situation
And make it 10
and
times
make
worse.
it a apocalyptic.
A
what?
apocalyptic.
A pop.
A pop.
Apocalyptic. Yeah. What did I say?
Apocalyptic.
You said I don't know what the hell you said.
A pop.
Apocalyptic? Is that what you? Apocalyptic. Yeah. 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 Apocalyptic.
Side of things, they don't control that either. So I get that you're upset. You screaming and yelling at them, and I'm not saying you guys are doing it.
Everyone's doing it.
When people
No, you're the only one crying, fake crying at that, and screaming for no reason. They're trying to help you, and you're, I'm upset.
Woman is
things
hysterical.
like that, right? I'm not saying they're
Nobody's threatening
And the kid is
anybody.
retarded too. They learn from the parents.
We're done. I'm not talking anymore. This isn't a police issue. I'm not talking anymore. If nobody wants to scream at me to do it, you guys can keep screaming. I'll just stand here and you can keep yelling at me. Okay?
So they feel
It's fine.
We have no
like the cop runs Spirit
He's basically playing call center agent.
Airlines. Yeah. He's just over there to like calm everybody down. Make
I'm
sure
here to
nothing
have you
gets out of
scream at
hand.
me.
Yeah, keep the peace. Yeah. Need to focus on.
They don't control the doors being shut. GOA controls the doors being shut. FAA controls the doors being shut. Spirit Airlines does not control that.
They let
Okay.
more people on the plane without tickets.
Okay.
My kids.
Make a complaint and do what you have to do. What I'm saying is,
That's obvious.
these people that are standing right here, right, do not control that. So you screaming at them doesn't do anything. I see you screaming.
trying not to help
You
us,
can
none
scream
of
at
us.
me all you want. It's fine.
They're not
It doesn't
helping
bother
us,
me.
though.
They're
They're not
trying to do
helping
whatever
us.
they can do.
Like a
If
kid.
they don't run Spirit.
What the fuck are these bitches? Huh? They think they need to put their hand up to get assistance.
They don't run Spirit, right? They can only
They
do
don't
what
run
they're
Spirit.
allowed to do. So if they ask their boss, hey, can we do this to
So we
help
have
these
to sleep
people?
on the floor at the airport,
I
right?
don't know
Me and the
what to tell
kids.
you. I'm
Can I
not
ask you a
gonna tell
question?
you.
Me and the kids got to sleep on the floor. How would you feel if it was your kids?
I mean-
How would you feel if it was your kids? Let me ask you a question.
Get a hotel
Can I
room,
ask you a
or you can stay at the airport overnight.
You could if she would shut the fuck up.
Airplane tickets to go home today. We thought
Her kid too.
But you can discuss that with like corporate. I don't know how it is. If they can't do it here, screaming and doing all that stuff isn't going to change it.
The police being here if you don't have any control over what goes on.
Do
For you to not do stupider shit.
I control Spirit?
You want me? Hold on.
Yeah.
I can replay it.
Do I control Spirit though?
Yeah, people are stupid. Why are they?
Yeah.
What? The onus is
The
not
police
on
can
the
do
police
anything.
officer. Yeah,
Help me out.
they don't have. Like the cops gonna come and say, "Open the gates. Put these people on the plane." I demand you open those gates
Right
you
now.
Put these people on the plane. Yeah. Or I'm gonna take you to jail.
I'm here just to
Right
keep
the
the
fuck
peace with
now.
everything. That's all I'm here for.
That's
You
what I'm
screaming
here
and
to
yelling
keep
doesn't do anything for anybody.
He's
I'm
not
here
very
to try
good
to
at
help
keeping
whatever-
the peace, though.
If they're gonna rebook you or they can refund you, try to go on your phone and see what other airlines they can get a one-way home, and then worry about the next part of it afterwards.
It might be more expensive. What about our bags and stuff like that? That's
I'm just trying to
unfair.
focus on.
That's not.
I haven't seen any tears go down her face. Truth be told, this is 4080p.
That's
but
unfair to us.
It's not about my problem.
4080.
Can you please stop talking? Because I'm getting pissed. Can you stop?
Hold up. I'm getting pissed, bitch.
We have 5 people flying.
So are they together or not?
Please stop talking. I'm literally going to go fucking jail today. We got work tomorrow. We got places to be. We're obviously not going home. Everybody in this line is all about Spirit Airlines. The whole flight. Just gotta close it to the window.
That's fucked up. The poor guys just need to listen to the fuckers.
Hold on. This is what's happening. Saying nothing because they don't
Not
have
fuckers, because it's not their fault, most likely. Some bullshit just went down.
Took us off because they shut the door and 4 people came on the plane. So they took us off for security purposes, right? They put us back on the plane. They came again and said the air conditioning ain't working. We'll go get the maintenance people to fix the air conditioning on the plane. The pilot came out and told everybody on the plane told the truth. So now we get over here and they tell us the flight is canceled due to weather. Now, then they tell us now.
Both could be very valid reasons.
We gotta sit in this airport for 2 days with no voucher, no food, and we got kids. And we call the place and they say,
see, that's the thing. A lot of these people that fly Spirit, they don't have money. They're flying. Their airline tickets are like $50.
Yeah.
So when something goes wrong,
yeah, they're totally
screwed because financially they can't really fly anywhere.
Right. Spirit is Greyhounds of the skies.
Yeah.
But look, don't you think the airline should accommodate these people?
They should.
Because they know they have a bunch of poor people flying the airline.
Yeah, but
These people ain't got nowhere to go, ain't got no money for a hotel. They should accommodate them.
Well, they need to charge more money for tickets then.
Because,
They need to charge more money for tickets. They ain't making no money.
It doesn't matter. They're supposed to provide accommodations.
Look, the flight.
If some stupid shit goes down,
it's
not my problem.
incapacitated right now. Can't take it.
What?
The airline is incapacitated. It's no funciona. It don't work, right? So they should, hey, we don't have any flights to put you on. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Here's a hotel you can go to.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's
how
what
much is that
should
for
happen.
All those crazy people.
Man, you act
It
like
should
you
come out of their
charge these
pocket.
people $5 a ticket.
Kevin, how much is a hotel for each? It's probably like 200 people here.
It doesn't matter. Then have the planes checked regularly so this bullshit wouldn't happen. And check the weather too.
What are they supposed to do? Sleep at the airport?
They need to figure it out.
Why is the weather bad for 2 days?
it's up to him to give us a voucher.
I get their
You know what he
outrage.
said to me? I'm not doing nothing for y'all. How dare you talk to me like that? That's what he said. That's what he said. I just like, how dare
doing
you?
nothing for y'all.
He said that to me, and she said she don't care nothing about us. How dare you treat your clients, your customers like that?
Well, if you're hostile, of course they're gonna do that. Of course they're gonna be bitches back.
And everybody here heard the pilot come out and say the plane is canceled because of maintenance. Now we can hear, now they
Where's
won't
the
give no
plane,
vouchers. They use the weather thing. That ain't right, man. That ain't right. If we got to stay here 2 days with no food and nothing,
Why
we got
y'all
kids,
talking to the
and the
cop?
flight
You
was
can't do
canceled
that.
due to
I know.
maintenance.
You do, but
Go to the fight.
if this is American Airlines or these other airlines, they would do it. But American Airlines gonna have another plane. They're gonna make something
fuck?
available. You know.
There's not much we can do to make it.
You can do it
That's
these days.
unfortunate. They
Get
said
out my
that.
face.
I would be upset as well if that was in your situation.
And we got kids, so we got to sit in this airport for 2 days.
Those people on the next planes, they're already booked. You're trying to find a seat on those planes. That's why you're not bumping. You're not going to bump people because your flight.
I'm not asking for other people to be bumped because I would be pissed if I was.
Yeah, I know. But the thing is, they don't have any openings.
It's finna get
Summertime, all these planes are full.
She from Jersey.
I'm not from here, and the family that I was staying with already is gone. So I don't know where to go. I have nowhere to go. They don't care. I don't have a place to go.
Well, there is nothing here for you.
Everybody
There's nothing here for you.
It ain't. Go get a hotel.
It is your discretion
I understand
to
what
put
you're
people
saying.
up in a hotel. I worked passenger
Let's go get a hotel,
service
but these
for
people are
3 years.
broke.
You
Yeah.
have
They sure do. They just don't want it.
1,000%. And there is someone above you. It's called a manager. It's called a duty manager. So where's the duty manager?
No amount of flailing and screaming and cussing out is going to help you in this situation. You just take the L and then go to court. There's nothing you can do about it. It's not the cop's fault. It's not the cashier or whatever the fuck, the attendants here. It's not their fault. Sue the company.
Where's the duty manager? Ain't got nothing to do with no skin color right now. I'm asking you a question and you're ignoring me. I did not curse you.
He said 9 to 5. He said 9 to 5. 9 to work, 9 to 5.
Have you already seen it?
Karen level increasing.
Yanni, don't tell me to stop. Am I supposed to sleep for 2 days?
On the floor, baby. Don't yell at your kid. Even though kids can be annoying.
Wow, 2 days, man.
Why is there no plane for 2 days? The poor kid.
The cop laughs. He's smiling. Go back. Let me see that. Go back. I missed that. Go back a little bit.
It's okay.
He's holding it in. Well, go back a little bit more. I want to see you going back. I want to see it. I missed
You
that.
saw it.
What are you trying to see?
You saw it.
Look at you have. Look at you have. Look at her. Look at her. That's the one right there. That's the one.
Gave it a middle finger.
Right there. That's the one.
Spirit Airlines gave a gun for the look.
What one? What's going on?
You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. That's what you get when it's Spirit Airlines just gave the middle finger to that customer. Well, diversity, equity, inclusion. That's what you get.
I didn't see, but that's funny.
I really do wish you would. Listen, everybody's
These days, nobody knows about the saying. Now I remember the saying. Our customer, our patron, or whatever.
Man, this is complete chaos.
It is what it is. Hey, don't touch me.
I got it on camera. I got it on camera.
Bro, are you stupid? Are you trying to get shot?
Man, this is complete chaos.
Hey, I got it on camera. I got it on camera.
Oh, he going to jail. And he's on a no-fly list.
Well, technically, you're not going to be sleeping in the airport for 2 days. Why didn't you get into I mean, he leaned over the counter and he reached for something and the guy just grabbed his hand and, hey, don't reach. And then he's like, hey.
He was choking a police officer.
Stop resisting. Show me your ass.
What is going through people's heads, though?
Why are you even...
People that fly Spirit are poor and
you're in deep. Lay down.
They don't realize how the world works.
Maybe they can forgive you.
Like a broken record. Well, you
just give you a warning.
Like you don't know what's going on. These people,
I said, what's going through?
No, what's going through? Let me say something. These people are missing links. No, they said there was
they're missing chromosomes.
Man, but there's a missing link. Yeah. They all fly Spirit. The missing links. You didn't know that? No. What I'm saying is, what's going through this man's head when he attacked it and started getting physical with this police officer? Lack of capacity. The more lack of capacity you have, the ability to comprehend what's going on, the angrier you get. You're more like a wild animal. Why you think, like lions, right? Wild animal, right? You can raise that animal from a cub, be feeding it every day, playing with it, and you can like, or whatever. But one day that lion's natural instinct's gonna take over and it's gonna rip your head off and drink from your neck squirting like it's a straw. Low capacity. They get angry. The more
that's a bad analogy, like a straw, like a water fountain. That's what you should have said.
Yeah, when you bite your head off, what you think squirting up in there?
Yeah, but you said like a straw. Now you should have said water fountain.
Get it? The blood is spurting. You just licking it.
He could have shot that dude.
You choking a police officer? Yeah,
You hear his girlfriend screaming in the background? I had to deaden it because, man, you ought to hear how much he was shouting.
Yeah, black women, when stuff hits the fan,
That
all
lady
they do
is crazy.
scream and yell.
Another cup.
There's a girlfriend down here. Yeah.
Let me go. Watch it, watch it.
What's wrong with you guys? My leg is broken.
He said, what's wrong with you guys? This dude was strangling a police officer.
I'ma stand up. My leg broken. Stand up. Stand up. My leg is broken. I'ma stand up. My leg broken.
What was that? Was that his leg popping?
Sorry, I gotta go later on and feed the stray cats, and I have to prepare the food. Crazy how the aggressor is the victim now, right? Funny.
What is it? What is
You're a black man and now you're doing this?
Anything to which y'all acting
That's
crazy.
so stupid.
What does him being black have to do with any of this?
Hey, Keith, look at
She's
that.
retarded and she thinks she deserves immunity.
The eyes never lie.
Yeah, I'm telling you, low capacity. People that fly Spirit, they're poor and they don't realize how the world works. I flew Spirit before, trying to save some money. You know, good people fly Spirit. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. And mingling with the wrong crowd, unfortunately.
Good people down on the luck, huh?
Yeah, but I'm telling you, most of the people that fly these discount airlines are low capacity and poor, and they just don't understand how the world works. Look at that.
It wouldn't be that annoying or that frustrating if they would keep to themselves, but stupid has to have loud opinions too, right?
I think they broke that dude's leg.
Unfortunately. Yeah, they
Well,
broke
he got physical with the cop.
Well, but
collateral damage.
No, but yeah, I understand that. I agree with you. But if you know the man's leg is broken, why are you gonna stand him up and make him walk?
Maybe he's fake.
To make him hurt. What do you mean? What?
Really
He was an
guy
asshole.
that just tried to strangle you.
Like, I revel in your pain.
Well, Keith.
Where are these guys?
There's that white woman again screaming, acting crazy.
What disability? Fat?
You
4
always
feet
say I'm
of
suing
fury.
because they're poor. They looking for money.
Yeah.
That's why the first words are I'm suing because they broke.
Right.
Technically, you didn't want to sue,
They
right?
got evidence against you. Yeah.
She grabbed me and I screamed out of disability 5, 6, 7 times. They asked me I need to be out of these handcuffs. You're hurting my arm. My bones are weak. I know. Well, you're not resisting.
Her bones are bleeding or breaking. I heard bleeding. The fatty's not
She's talking
saying
about,
anything
get my
now.
kids. Why you act like this in front of your kids? See, low capacity.
You're also teaching them very, very bad manners. They're gonna get in trouble just because they see you doing this bullshit.
These people are smooth brain.
Yeah, and the kids absorb all this nonsense.
Let her go, man. My son over there.
Stop yelling. Man, y'all gotta know record. Thank you, please.
Again, beautiful. Now you don't have to
His
sleep
leg
in
broke.
the
Yeah, look at peg
airport.
leg Bates here.
Don't drive me. I hope y'all got that on camera.
Yeah, black police
I'm
officer.
throwing in here.
Man, what's wrong with my people?
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Y'all had no camera. Thank you.
She's still screaming.
Why are you making it worse, man?
So that's the difference between a man and a woman. That woman's still screaming. This dude's leg broke, and he's just
I don't think his leg is broken. He's just pussying out.
That's why black
That's
men
not a
can vote
broken
before
leg.
white women. Look, man, my leg broke. Take me to the hospital.
You made me choke me out. You a liar.
In the beginning.
Bro, no, it's going more than that.
And then it went further.
Yeah. You can do whatever. You can give me all the looks you want, bro. I ain't that, first of all. So.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Still have an attitude. I'm sure you have a law for cussing at the law enforcement or denigrating
These
them or
people's
anything.
probably flying to Baltimore.
I would think Chicago.
Chicago or Baltimore, some inner city.
Or Jackson, Mississippi. Houston.
It says here Orlando.
Hey, man, keep going.
Man, you ain't missing nothing.
Keep it going.
That's unfortunate. It wasn't even funny. I mean, it's just deranged. Which is to be expected from America, but
Got a damn.
hopefully you get funny too.
All right, so
It's
this
crazy.
student slaps the teacher. This is the teacher right here.
Please tell me the kid is at least white.
What?
What other
Kid
color
white?
could he be?
I don't know. Who cares?
Well, I'm tired of looking at these.
Well, if he's
acting
gay or
out.
trans, he can be anything. Although black people now have more
All right,
rights than
watch
white
this.
people.
So is a white kid, Latino kid?
We'll see. Let's see.
Man, you already seen this video.
I can't remember what he is.
He's a nuisance. Hey!
He sent me the video. My mouth just dropped.
That's how Lachey Holly says she reacted to seeing this cell phone video. A different parent shared the video with WFAA after a student airdropped it to several classmates. The video shows a 7th grade male student.
He slapped him.
Summer
He
Creek
went
middle
back.
school teacher during an altercation last Friday.
Wow, like
Left, right.
why did this happen? Why did they take it this far? Like what provoked this child to want to slap an adult?
Whose side you think
Stupidity.
she on?
That is crazy. There's absolutely no reason why a child should slap a teacher. Yeah, just looking at the video. Like,
The kid is stupid anyway. I mean, and I stand by the teacher. You don't need to take that from anyone.
what did the teacher do? He must have did something to provoke him.
I think that's the mom.
They're acting like the kid is has no responsibility. He can't control himself. He's a wild animal, and you gotta treat him as such. Don't provoke the lion.
Not hear from the school
They just said
last
lions.
week after the altercation. But like many concerned parents, she did voice her opinion about it.
Because on both ends, I just feel like they're
Left,
both
right,
wrong.
left.
Because I don't think a
And
child
then
should
he
put their
caught him.
hands on an adult.
Their spokesperson sent us a statement saying they are aware of a physical altercation involving a teacher and a student as we investigate the situation. Their statement also says their top priority remains the safety and well-being of students and staff.
I just feel like he should have just restrained him more versus to where it's looking like
You got plausible deniability when you have an altercation. You got at least a couple of minutes of being crazy.
he's throwing punches at the boy.
Adrenaline and
Today,
everything. I don't think there were punches. He would have gone flying if. I think he just slapped him back.
Principal
'Cause
here
I
at
heard the
Summer
slap.
Creek sent Lachey and other
should've
parents a
restrained him.
letter explaining they may see the video on social media and that the teacher involved is now on administrative leave.
I just feel like they need to put him back in training, and the boy should get consequences as well.
In crowd.
No, I'm gonna sue the parents. That's what I'm
The
gonna
kids
do
don't need any training.
as
That
the,
boy needs to be
as the
kicked out of
teacher.
school. Hey, what kind of training do a teacher needs where he's getting slapped and
Boxing.
he's got to respond? Yeah, you know,
Bob
when
and
we was
weave,
growing up,
baby.
police could paddle you. Right. That woman's clueless. That kid's clueless. I mean, it's crazy, man. You got to teach common sense. I don't even care what that teacher did after the fact. I don't. If a kid was to slap me like that,
I can slap
if
him
my
back.
kid slapped the teacher. I mean, I don't expect the teacher to just beat him down, break his nose, but I expect him to get at least one lick in.
if my son hits a teacher like that,
If you raise your kids good, they wouldn't be in that situation ever. It is what it is.
I expect something bad going to happen to him.
Yeah.
And I can't really be upset with him.
Yeah, look at
Because
this.
you attacked the teacher.
Yeah, exactly.
If someone attacks you and you beat him up, are you going to have any empathy or sympathy for the dude that attacked you?
No.
No.
Look at the comments. The fact she said they both wrong clearly shows she's part of the problem.
Yeah. That boy, man, he's probably not.
Yeah, what did Daddy
It's
have?
the parents' fault and the community.
Daddy didn't want to show his face
unfortunately.
so he's not around.
Yeah, this is
It's
why
not
these kids
just his
are
fault,
the
but
way
he
they
has
are
to
today.
take accountability for
God bless
his
these
actions.
teachers. Stop blaming these teachers for protecting themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Bad parenting.
Yeah, that's what it boils down to.
How is it any fault of the teacher? Why does he need training? And how are they both wrong?
Yeah.
They interviewed the perfect parent for the delusion of how teachers get the blame for out of control students.
Like, you look at these test scores that some of these kids got, and they say, oh, the schools suck, the teachers suck. Man, that goes on a student. I don't care how bad the teachers are. If you prepare for your tests and you read and you study and you work hard, doesn't matter how bad your teacher is.
Yeah, teachers have the right to protect themselves. These kids are out of control. If you understood what the mother said, then you'll understand why he is the way he is. She needs to train that child in the way that he should go.
Sorry, some of the cats from outside. We were trying to help them, and one of them is at the vet.
Failed him as a parent. I
Yeah.
think that. Yeah, look at this.
More often than not.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I think he slapped the shit out of him back or punched the fuck out of him. That's what you deserve, baby. It is what it is. If you can't dance, don't start.
Yeah, got a show for y'all.
You know what? That kid is gonna reconsider the next time he's gonna get in someone's face.
A damn good show. All right, so this woman gets into an argument in the drive-thru, right? Yeah. It was over some curly fries.
What the fuck?
Right.
First world problems. America shit.
So what does this black woman go do? She goes out and gets her gun.
Oh, wow.
Her what gun?
And she shoots. Look at that.
Bro, are you stupid?
Shot
Is
again
that an actual
after the
gun?
car's gone. You see him shoot again?
That's attempted murder right there.
Yes, it is.
I would think.
I mean, working fast.
Brother, are you stupid? How did she get a license?
Food, working retail in general, dealing with a lot of customers. I mean, customers, people.
How is she
generally
allowed
just
to have a
rude
gun?
People.
Yeah.
So I know that's got to build up, but I would never go to my purse or my car and get a gun and seek revenge towards a customer. That's crazy.
So the news, they interviewed this
Why
lady.
did you kill the guy?
The interview,
He
she's not
threw
locked
a bunch of curly fries in my face.
Watch this.
Only on 13, the Jack in the
Unfortunately for
Box
him.
employee who shot at a customer is telling her side of the story.
Yeah, we showed you the shocking video last night. She opened fire on the customers.
Only on 13, the Jack in the Box employee who shot at a customer is telling her.
Truth be told, I should sit like this too. But it seems so off. I mean, how big of a dildo do you have to put in your ass?
Side of the story.
Yeah, we showed you the shocking video last night. She opened fire on the customers after a dispute over curly fries.
ABC 13's Jessica Willie spoke to that woman who.
I don't even know why she's out.
Exactly. She's got a little bit of hood in her. A lot. As you can see.
Yeah, she should be locked up. It's on video and everything. And she's out here pleading her case.
She shouldn't be released. She's probably on bail, which is crazy. She
no longer works for the fast food chain, Jessica.
Of course not. They fired her.
Yeah, on the same day that that
bitch into
customer and
oblivion.
his attorney stood outside that Jack in the Box near Bush Airport to talk about this incident and put pressure on the restaurant.
You are gonna pay for the rest of my life to live in luxury, bitch.
The
If not, you're
former
gonna go to jail.
employee is
Prison.
defending herself. She claims there is more to this story.
She's aiming, she's leaning. She's not just going up in the air trying to scare people. She's trying to kill them.
This morning, attorney Randall Callanan and his client customer
If the guy didn't take off, because she aimed at the driver.
Anthony Ramos
scared, that's for sure.
Detailed the controversial curly fry incident
Very fast reactions on him and the car. Good on it.
and the shooting that followed.
It was pointed right at me. I don't know how she didn't get me.
And this afternoon, the armed employee on the other side of the dispute.
When you think of a stereotype of a black woman, what do you think of?
You've heard about those two cops 2 feet away from the so-called assailant, and they emptied 2 clips, and none of the magazines actually, none of the bullets hit the target. So 48 bullets, 2 feet away, they didn't hit.
That's a picture. That's a perfect picture of it. Well, we in the way. Hold on. Look at all that.
A lot of hood.
Now y'all know what I'm talking about.
Contacted ABC 13 to respond.
I want to clear my name and tell my story. That's not the whole story that they telling.
Crazy that she thinks she's got any right in the situation.
Alonia Ford Theriot says she worked for Jack in the Box for 15 years. Most recently,
Delusion is her middle name. And overweight.
at the location on JFK where she says the job was dangerous. This was her in March of 2021.
Yeah, I didn't check. Brother, it's been 3 years and she's still not in prison. So like, where the fuck is all the hair? Could be just weaved in.
Ramos says he and his wife ordered a meal combo, but didn't get the curly fries.
You said we weren't going to get them. That was it.
The confrontation escalated to food throwing, and Ford says...
Oh, she threw the shit first.
...racial slurs, which Ramos denies.
He kept saying, oh, you gonna make my order over. This is the type of you talk about behind you. We hate like y'all.
That's a lie.
You think so?
Even if that would be the case, that doesn't give the right to shoot the motherfucker.
Yo, she's making up. This is how we talk about.
And if he's with his wife in the car,
y'all behind y'all's back. Why would he say that?
That's true. Yeah.
So it tells you she made it up, and she's gonna put that.
This is the reason society is crumbling. Too many stupid people are having babies. Too many stupid babies feel entitled, and a lot of crazy people do not get sentenced in jail or whatever they need to be in ward or whatever.
That out there that he said that. Yeah. Who do you think is more credible? Have to go with the Latino guy.
He's a little bit wider, so he's in the right.
Order over.
And Ford says racial slurs, which Ramos denies.
He kept saying, oh, you gonna make my order over. This is the type of...
Why would she say she's not gonna get his shit?
You, we hate like y'all.
She says she asked Ramos to leave.
That doesn't sound believable.
The video captures the gunfire.
The video does show you shoot at them. What if you had...
If you hear the audio, you didn't hear the gun go off at all.
There is...
If you hear the
audio...
audio...
So are you saying she didn't fire the weapon?
Yeah.
You can see
what
it.
Audio? You can't record audio.
You can see it. You can literally see it fire.
It can only be video. It's against the law to record people without their consent. Look at this.
You didn't hear the gun go off at all.
There is no audio on the video that was released, but according to court records, Houston police did find a spent shell casing.
You can
Theriot was initially charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, but pled guilty to a lesser charge of deadly conduct and got 1 year deferred adjudication, which she completed in June. She and
a year. I don't know what they mean by adjudication. Did she get 1 year?
I don't think she did a day in jail.
The restaurant still face a civil lawsuit. Ramos and his family says they were exposed to a dangerous employee and were traumatized.
I served my sentence.
Plead depression, plead reprimand, whatever the fuck the word is, plead everything. I am in PTSD, I am in danger, I fear for my life, I have severe brain issues right now, my baby needs food.
I paid my fees. I did what I had to do. What else do you want from me?
You should be locked up for at least 15 years.
Yeah. For discharging a firearm at a...
You tried to kill someone over some fries. Bro, there's no other way around it. You cannot defend that. You stupid cow.
Customer over an order?
And they say this country system.
Nobody's heard. She at least should get 5 years for
that. She's saying, and people talking about that this country is systemically racist. They treat black people so bad in the court system.
Now, if she was a he, then he would get jail time for sure.
Girl should be locked up.
That's crazy. She been at Jack in the Box 15 years. She snapped.
What?
She threw away
You
a
know
whole
that's
career.
not the first time. You know that's not the first time.
You laughing at, man?
Man, why? You know what she doing.
No.
You know what she doing. She threw
She
her
was
whole
a
career.
manager there. Probably more likely she was a manager 15 years.
Kevin, all you gotta do is pay her about $8.50 an hour.
Man, they ain't paying
Yep,
that.
I'm manager. I'll make them going places.
Cave. She been at 15 years. She had to been a manager.
I know.
She threw all that away.
Wait a minute, 15 years and you don't get manager just by being there for 15 years? Who else is there longer than you?
You ain't throwing away.
No, just think about it. You work 15 years at a place. You manager. You lose your cool, pull out a gun, just throw away all those. It's like you threw away those 15 years. You can't get those 15 years back.
Good.
Like, can she go apply at another restaurant and become a manager? No,
She can go apply to McDonald's in jail. How about that?
I'm scared you're going to shoot one of my customers. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, but Becky, what if... she's not going to be Becky. LaQuisha. What if the order is wrong? Then I don't give a fuck. I'm going to shoot the motherfucker if he asks for something else.
Yeah.
I can't give you nothing.
No.
But an apology if you want that. But I need the same thing. We both need to apologize to each other.
No, man, you shot at him.
And in
You apologize. I'm sorry for shooting at you. Why should he?
Bro, you know how much bullets cost? I wasted 2 bullets on your ass.
He apologized. You shot at him. And I'm pretty
2 or
sure
3
his woman
times.
was in the car. Yeah, and his kids. Man, you want an apology?
Court filings, attorneys for the restaurant denied all allegations tonight. A company spokesman told me that they remain focused on providing a safe environment for customers as well as restaurant workers. We're live tonight in Southwest Houston. Jessica Willie, ABC.
She needs to be away from society.
All that was building up over 15 years.
Truth be told, she was probably hungry, and that's why she lost her temper. She hasn't eaten in about 2.5 minutes. So it's understandable. She would lose her temper. Anger is a thing. She could have gotten Snickers, but she didn't have time. She ran out of breath reaching for her pocket.
Yeah, I got a new show for y'all.
Got a damn good show.
Yeah.
All right, see this woman right here? Yeah, I see her. She tried to steal another woman's car keys in her car. Oh, that's a no-no, right? So the lady needs to go to jail, right? So for the
Jail time for you,
trying
honey.
to commit a crime, right? So the cop shows up. It's the cop car.
Yeah.
And he goes up to her not knowing who she is in the instant. Oh, okay. Cop's confused. He's investigating, right?
Excuse me, ma'am. She's like, what the fuck you want? Oh, you look trustworthy as fuck, lady.
Inside his car.
What the fuck? No way did the bitch try to steal the car. Oh my fucking god. Where did you think you were gonna go, lady? What was the plan? You wouldn't reach 3 blocks away.
Stop!
She stole his car?
Where are you going?
She just got in my car, took off.
Idiot.
Eastbound on Highway 40 past the substation.
By the way, the guys at this precinct are never gonna let him get past this easily. They're gonna make fun of him for so long after this.
That's the woman that called the cops, huh? Yep. Man.
Were you the one who called us?
Yes. I'm still like really shaking.
Well, she tried to steal my car and she couldn't, but I guess she got yours.
Okay, thank you.
Why would he leave his keys in the car? Why wouldn't he park?
No, she tried to take my keys.
We know.
You wouldn't expect. Come on, all cops, I'm pretty sure, leave the keys inside the car and the car running most of the time. And it is just not procedure, but it's what they do. You wouldn't expect anyone to try to steal a cop car. Like, Jesus fuck.
Okay, so the woman did get her car stolen. Or
This is a car you don't see very often anymore.
keys taken.
Is it a Monte
But the
Carlo?
cop shows up. She steal his car.
Oh.
That cop got to be feeling real stupid right now.
Yeah, because I'm thinking if someone's called the cops, they're gonna be waiting for me. Someone who's committed crime is probably gonna be trying to flee.
Yeah, walking away.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She tried to reach in and grab the keys from my vehicle. At first, she asked me for a ride, said she needed to get out of this place.
Maybe she got to beat someone real bad.
That's her?
Yeah.
Oh, she go. Look how fast she goes. She could not. She's
On the
driving
other
on the
way,
side of the road. Yeah. She's dangerous.
Bro, this bitch is a nuisance.
Look at that. Wow. That woman is nuts. 108. She's doing one thing out of cops going off to the side because she's probably got her lights on. Look, 114 miles.
I thought cop cars had a chip that you can remotely just turn off from remotely, whatever the fuck.
An hour. Yeah. You need to slow down. She can crash, man. Man, she needs to slow down. Right, you know I keep crossing, right?
I need help.
Okay, look at this.
This is a fake route.
Listen.
Brother, the guy with the trailer is on the fucking side of the road.
That is crazy how people pull it off. Yeah. Look, she on the other
Thank God for America's roads. I mean, in Europe, you would have hit the first pole, bitch.
side of the road. 100 miles an hour. I don't think she knows that. But she's nuts.
100 is not that fast.
114.
Most cars can control nicely. That guy on the bike.
That dude on that bike, you don't know how close he came to dying. She's got that out. This is crazy. Look at that.
Where'd she go?
She actually don't know she's on the side of the road. I think she knows. I think she's having a psychotic break or something.
Where the fuck would she be going? I mean, what the fuck is this?
She's going 123 miles an hour. Yeah. Man, you crazy as heck. I thought she was going to plow in the back of him.
In the back of him.
She slowed down to 55, right?
Well, 6-1 Village, have a blue to see if they appear as that's also the
Is she gonna run in the woods?
You told me to fuck my gun that.
What?
We're now passing the wake station.
I would keep going the other direction. Why is she going back? She probably feel bad.
Did she hear on the radio that they're gonna be waiting for her?
Oh, she's nuts.
You gotta love that V8 motor.
Oh, this is all
Was she trying to act cool?
She said, I need real police.
Well, thank God she's the real police.
No, before you switch, this is wrong.
Who's the bitch talking to? Is she in a meth trip right now?
She should.
CT 16, advised they're coming up behind an 18-wheeler.
Sorry, Mr. Canyon.
And she's turning around. She's conducting a U-turn. She is going eastbound.
Cops totally messing this up.
What? Oh, she saw.
Yeah.
With the power of crack cocaine, I'm gonna get away.
She turned around? Okay, bitch. No, we're coming for you. Not that, you're not.
I'm coming for you. Okay, no, I'm not.
I've seen it.
To be fair, eventually she's gonna run out of gas, but unfortunately she could. No, Jesus Christ, the poor man.
Signal 4, signal 4, signal
That's what I wanted to say. Unfortunately, she could just kill someone before she runs out of gas.
4.
Jesus Christ, straight up collision. I hope the guy is not dead. Or anyone in the car. I couldn't give a fuck about her. And usually I would consider the cop car to be more reinforced than a normal car for some reason.
Stay away from the car! Stay away from the car!
Where is the other guy? Where is the other car?
Look at the police car.
Back up! Back up! Back up! Back up!
She's got to be gone. Cops, I mean, I understand y'all been trained to do this, but
Really?
you think, I mean, you pull a gun out on an accident like this, it doesn't.
Well, whatever. I'm not a cop.
Well,
what I do?
Keith, that's how they train. Some
She's a woman. She's afraid.
People don't know how to think outside.
Maybe the woman is a zombie and she's gonna come back to life. Who knows? She maybe just watched Marvel.
They've been trained. I mean, it's
You
common
never
sense.
know.
She's got to be at least incapacitated.
Yeah.
Knocked out.
6316, back signal 4, send next to 18.
Check on the other guy.
Hey, man, you should have told me that was going to happen.
He's innocent.
Signal 4, another vehicle.
We get caught sick. Yeah, we got bad nerves. Yeah, look at that. And then,
Brother, with an ass like this, I don't think you can run 100 miles nor jump any fence. You're almost as wide as you are tall.
They got a bunch of female cops here.
Like, no jokes.
You see what they said? I don't know where she's at.
She's right.
Is that what she said?
yeah,
I don't know where she's at.
yeah.
There. She's right here.
What do
She's
you
right
mean where
here.
she's at? She's
Get
in
them,
the
get
car.
them. Get them.
Man, this police department's going to get sued.
Mary, I got
Oh,
the
no,
police
that's
cruiser
on
on
fire.
fire.
Because this is all negligence. Yeah.
Yes. Hopefully they didn't get someone killed.
Hey, Morris, get my fire extinguisher. Fire extinguisher.
Oh, man. You're not getting her out of there.
Fuck.
Fire extinguisher. Get
Poor
it over
guys.
here. Get it over here.
Leave the bitch alone.
It's really hot right
Care
here.
for the
Really
other
hot.
guys.
Really hot.
Where's yours? Get back here!
Mine's unlocked. It's unlocked. It's unlocked.
Could have warned me.
It should be on the right.
I don't think I'm amazed if it's gonna do something. If it caught fire, it should be a leak, right?
Need contact talking.
Hey, you should have told me because I get caught sick.
At least 3 occupants. Sheriff's office. Is everyone
It's
okay?
groovy. Oh man.
6360. I got 3 occupants unresponsive in the other vehicle.
This is super unfortunate for them.
Partner is calling 911 for you. I'll be sent to that location. Can anyone hear me?
So I take it they're dead. It's the cop's fault.
Or on the vehicle. Partner is calling 911 for you. I'll be sent to that location. Can anyone hear me?
Oh, they can't show it on. I blacked that out.
Oh, you guys blacked it out?
Unalive? What? They all unalived? What do you think?
From a crash like that,
That's crazy.
that's infuriating. You're minding your own business, you're going home with your family, and then somebody just in a cop car. You wouldn't expect a cop car to be stolen, right? You expect the cop to be able to control the car even if he's going fast. a head-on collision.
Yeah, cop.
And most likely the bitch is gonna survive.
It's all because that cop was negligent.
Yes.
Yeah. If you're going to investigate something, you park your car, get out of the car, and secure your car. Well, what happened was when he got out of his car, the driver's side window was open or something. One of his windows was down. This was a hot day, so she just hopped in through the window.
Did she? I thought she went the other way around.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you can tell, like, I don't know. I'm a good judge of character because we used to do what we did in retail, loss prevention and investigations and being a private investigator. Mm-hmm. When you walk up, when you pull up on somebody or you see somebody, you can tell if something's off. Yeah. He probably thought...
Didn't I immediately say that she looks trustworthy as fuck?
For some odd reason, that was the person who called them for help. Hey, someone tried to steal my car, but... Yeah, but why would you think it's this person? I know, that's what I'm saying. They're walking away. They're not like, yeah. The person that called the cops is going to be walking up to the police. It's going to be frantic. Yeah, running up to you. This person's walking away. Right. Man, it was a nut job. It is. Hey, man, next time I ain't doing... Shit, that was like 100... I think she was doing like 100 and... What was that? I ain't doing no more reaction videos. Well, I should have told you, but...
It's kind of fucked up. I feel sad. No, I don't want to watch it anymore. It's fucked up. I wanted something fun for the end of the stream.
Yeah, got a show for y'all. Got a damn good show. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, man? No biggie. You just didn't use the turn signal when you're going to the right lane.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't. I didn't.
You was behind me, so I made sure I used turn signal. Okay.
Can you move the window down? Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Hey, put the window back down.
I'm not rolling down. Don't touch my window, man. I'm not rolling down. What's wrong with your people, man? You pulling me over bogus because I used my turn signal. I saw you behind me. I used my turn signal, so you didn't pull me over. You pulled me over after I used my turn signal.
Oh, they use a green screen now.
Second of all, I don't got the road.
He sounds pretty confident. Yeah.
I paid for this cop. Got my face, boy. Where's your license?
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Tell your partners to chill out.
Again, are people trying to get shot? I don't understand.
This is the traffic stop, right? Yeah, of course. Okay. Traffic stop. Tell your buddies to calm down, man. I ain't smoking. I ain't no oil. You tough.
They're fine. They both got their hands in their legs. They're fine for now. But we'll see. Can you do me one favor at least then, please? Can you just keep this window down? That way we can see inside. Is that okay?
I ain't going nowhere, man. I know you got no issues. This is your partner. Your partner's pulling up all aggressively, blocking me off and all this. You pulling me over bogusly, talking about you know turn.
She wants extra food.
I'm just telling you what I saw.
This is the thing. Look, this is the thing. Yeah. There's a police car stopped in front of him. I hear the helicopter above them. Yeah. There's like 3 other cop cars behind them. Right. And this is just a traffic stop. They got the helicopter. They got no. It feels like that. Like
it's natural because he's a very important person.
But Chicago, Kevin, what do you think they're gonna do? I mean, but all black people ain't criminals and thugs. Kevin, in Chicago is dangerous. I know it's not dangerous. That city is, but they got the helicopter and they got. That's all you did. What you got? You got 3 black people. All right, I'm getting the cop out. Don't be mad at the cops. Be mad at other black people in that neighborhood in that city. But do they treat it? But think about it, Keith. A white person, they gonna treat them like that? No, because white people ain't crazy like that.
Wait a minute, so they don't suspect the motherfucker of anything? They just pulled out all the stops? Just in case?
It's so big.
I thought there was a suspect of something.
Look at all the cop cars back there. Got a car in front of them, got a helicopter, and got a top up there. Listen.
Like, try something.
Hey, call me a white shirt.
1161 Charlie.
See? Look. Right there in front of him. He said, call me a white shirt. That's the supervisor. Yeah. But
Hey, can we get a white shirt over here? Please.
But when a cops is following me, I make sure I do everything right. Because I know why they behind me, and I know why they follow me. Yeah, but you gotta, they trying to pull me over. You gotta be more cordial. I understand where he's coming from. No, but you gotta, Kevin, you're an adult. Okay, maybe he put him over for a bogus reason. Right. But why don't you bring the temperature down? I know. Bring the temperature down. But that's easier said than done. You know someone's pulling you over. Like say someone gets behind me, I'm driving. I make a right, the cop makes a right. I make a left, the cop makes a left. Yeah. Oh, I go down to the next stop sign, I make a right. And then I bust a U-turn, then the cop busts a U-turn.
That or the Matrix has you. You are being targeted.
And then he pulls me over. Hey, you forgot to stop at that stop sign. I mean, that's easy. It's easier said than said. You know that cop is bogus. You know he's profiling you. Yeah, but why you gonna let it get to you? You know why? He probably have money problems. He ain't got no money for this ticket. That's what used to upset me when I that's what upset me. Go give me a ticket.
Then don't do anything stupid. Don't do anything wrong.
It's
not hard to drive.
I can barely put gas in my car. Yeah.
I'm not harassing you.
You is.
I'm trying to talk to you like normal.
You're not talking to me.
Yeah.
Stop. Hey, Kevin, wait a minute. He gaslighting the hell out of him. Okay, get it. He stopped trying to treat you like a human being. No, that dude's profiling me, put him up for bogus. And got a helicopter over. You got a helicopter. You got 10 calls. That dude is gaslighting this dude. Yeah, and he knows it. He knows.
Be that as it may, if you don't do anything stupid, they can't get you.
Hey, let's watch the video. All right. Get a helicopter?
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, can we get a white shirt over here?
Please. You're harassing me.
I'm not harassing you.
You is.
I'm trying to talk to you like normal.
You're not talking to me.
Yeah.
Listen, you pulled me over bogusly.
No, I didn't.
I saw you behind me when you got behind me, man. I said they finna pull me over. I used my turn signal. I got on
Why? Did they know that you were black?
to the right. You just said I didn't use my turn signal. I know for sure I used it.
So you used it for sure when you turned left.
I didn't even turn left. I came out Jackson. I made a right off Jackson.
He knew exactly what he did. Yeah.
I never got into a left lane. You
got
said
into the right lane, then you merged back left here.
No, I did not. You crazy.
They know. We have no idea.
You're harassing me, man.
Harassing, baby.
I'm not harassing.
I'm not harassing
you.
you.
You got me on a traffic stop. You supposed to write me a ticket, man.
That's funny.
No, now I'm getting you because I'm telling you to step out of the vehicle.
You telling me to step out for the vehicle? You telling me to step out for what? What for what reason?
What am I asking you to step out for? So that I can conduct the rest.
So I can shoot you easy.
The traffic stop out here.
The traffic
I'm joking.
stop for what?
The traffic stop.
For a ticket, for no turn signal?
For failure to use turn signal, for no city sticker, and for no
that does not cause
for no seatbelt.
That does not cause me to get out.
Yes, it does. Because it's the law.
For no tickets and no seatbelt, they think we get out of our car. These goofy.
You couldn't give him more of a stinky eye than that.
You got an idea?
He got to keep his cool though. Yeah, but
stop playing with the fucking windows.
Hey, traffic stop. Hold on, let my window up. Get off my window.
You let it down.
What's all that about?
What's all what about?
You see what I'm saying? What's wrong with y'all, man? What be the deal with y'all?
Technically, if you're a suspect of anything, they can do whatever the fuck they want. So.
What's the deal with what?
You guys.
Even if they're in the wrong, just go along.
Sure, I just gotta work. I work at Bridgeview. Anything else? You're harassing me because I know for sure I use my turn signal. You saw my tinted windows.
He sounds very confident what he's saying.
No,
you can easily refute that in court. If he was behind you, he should be having you on camera.
I was straps, I don't sell drugs and none of that. Okay, you're goofy. You're a goofy, man.
You're goofy?
I won't want you to get out of the car.
He doesn't have to get out the car. They want him to get out the car so they can search it, or so they can see something. They think they hit the jackpot. I got 4 Negroes in his car. Well, it's Chicago. In Chicago, they got...
Can you refuse? I mean, if a cop gives you an order, I mean, get out of the car. You need to get out of the car. You can't refuse, right? Even if he doesn't have a court order. Again, they can just say, you're a suspect for something.
Gotta be bound. They gotta be good for something. This is Chicago. They gotta be good for something.
There's no way they're
Always
clean.
for nothing. Always for absolutely nothing.
Unfortunately, they're clean.
Yeah.
Tickets now.
Man, how many cops they
The whole precinct. They got nothing to do.
got there? This is crazy. It's Chicago.
Is it that dangerous?
Is this every traffic stop in Chicago?
It's probably in
and you're inconveniencing the other people.
Yeah.
Can I talk to him?
He tough on crime, man.
Can I talk to you?
Our sergeant's coming. What's up? What's the problem? Is you're refusing lawful order to step out of the vehicle. And
Man, you. Well, in some states, when they say you get out of the car, you gotta get out of the car. Really?
My guy.
Lawful order to step out of the vehicle.
Man, you.
Also, is that Money Mayweather? Really? But what the fuck is going on with these nails, bro?
Gotta get out of the car. Really?
Hey, buddy, what the fuck is going on with these nails, bro?
I keep my hands on the steering wheel.
Depends on the state, really.
Yeah, keep them there and keep the claws away, Wolverine.
I ask permission to reach and get my driver's license. The law states I ask permission to get my insurance or my
what's the point?
What's the point?
Getting out of the car?
So,
Well, he says he's just gonna write a ticket. Just write me a ticket so I can go. No, they want to search that car.
Yeah, of course.
He want them windows down. He wanted all them out so he can look in the car.
Calls on you for you telling me you got the cars for what reason?
For what reason?
Yeah.
So that we can talk on.
They can just invent.
I don't need to get out of my car to talk to you.
They can just invent a reason.
Okay, well you can keep it down then, please.
Yeah, keep it down.
Okay, but I'm telling you what's going on. You wanted a white shirt, right?
No, I wanted a white shirt because you asked me to get out of my car.
Yeah, right. So
I'm not getting out of my car.
Coming. And if you don't get out of the car, then you can be arrested for resisting lawful order.
I'm not resisting.
No, you cannot arrest somebody for just not following the orders to get out of the car.
Hello, what?
Well, you gotta have a valid reason to get them out of the car. Yeah, I have a suspicion that this. I know for a fact. I guarantee he had a bogus reason to pull him over. Well, that's the thing, Keith. If an officer feels like their life is at risk, they feel unsafe, they're gonna tell you to get out of the car. And you have to. He should have kept the corner down there.
Hold on.
Oh, Keith, they still told him to get out of the car.
Resisting the lawful
Yeah, they want.
I don't know why the cop just doesn't give up a bullshit answer. I mean, you're a suspect for possessing illegal whatever. He doesn't even be specific.
Look in his car.
Law, I don't have to get out of my car for no reason. There's no reason for me to get out of my car.
You're driving funny.
You got us under arrest. You got us under arrest.
What's the reason?
Okay.
Conclude the rest of the traffic stop.
To conclude the rest
Okay,
of the
Jack Sparrow.
And what law does it state in order to get a ticket?
Versus Mims.
This is Chicago.
This ain't no law, Kelvin. That ain't no law to do that.
Here's my sergeant.
There's no law that you
Did you say fly keep to the
It
cop?
depends on the state.
Take me to jail. You a clown, Lord. What you sergeant? First of all, now tell us under arrest. Tell me what you take me to jail for.
Absolutely.
Tell Sarge.
Tell Sarge?
No, you tell him.
Okay, absolutely. I'll tell you. I pulled him over for a traffic stop.
He lying. I used my person. He lying. I made it right on. Tell him.
Tell him. He lying.
What you take me to jail for?
Absolutely.
Tell Sarge.
Tell Sarge?
That was cute.
Okay, absolutely. I'll tell you. I pulled him over for a traffic stop.
He lying. I used my person. I suspicion. I made it right on Jackson. I saw him behind me. I used my turn. Because you lying. The camera show it.
He said, "You tell him." Then you saw telling him 2 seconds later, he lied.
That's funny.
I used my turn signal because I saw him behind me. He still pulled me over. I asked him why he pulling me over. He said, "You use your turn signal." I said, "Okay." Now they telling me.
No, you didn't say
step out
okay.
the car.
You said you
Step
did.
out the car for what reason? To write me a ticket for not using turn signal?
See, that makes sense. Yeah. It doesn't make sense.
I'm scared for my life.
How are you?
Come on, man. I just got off work.
You're not wearing a seatbelt. That's the ticket.
Because I got 10 windows and I'm black. So lame. You gonna write your ticket? Just talking about
You said his home bullshit about, yeah.
I'm not getting out of my car. I'm not.
You gonna talk to Sarge?
I'm talking to Beasley. I'm talking to you, Beasley.
What the fuck is going on?
All my windows down for Sarge.
Officer Beasley.
This man harassing me.
It's
That's
just
what's
this,
going on. I feel
just a
harassed.
normal
I got
day.
10 windows. Then you got tough guy right here telling me what I'm gonna do. I never
Straight
made
up a little bit.
I asked y'all what y'all putting me over for. And he lying.
Calm down.
Go run my right in the ticket. Hey, what's wrong with you, man?
Yeah, just write the ticket. Be on your way.
You got these weak on your own
But the whole
windows,
purpose
too,
of pulling him
man.
over
And
is to
they
get him to
harass
take him
me,
to
bro.
jail.
I work a
They
job.
want to
I
look
left
for
the streets a long
drugs
time
and
ago, bro.
weapons and stuff. Right.
To be fair, he's not a stupid guy.
All that tough for what? Then y'all wonder why do what they do.
I don't think he's in the wrong.
What? On the traffic stop?
That's what he calls out there. Helicopter stick out the whole Chicago Police Department there.
You got everything. You got insurance, everything.
You know the people around that are doing that. Oh, so many cop cars of a fucking helicopter. 4 black people in a car, they definitely did something bad. That's
That's the sergeant, huh? Yeah, they got that DE high out there. So he can, he's the negotiator. Get a black one out here. You think that's a coincidence? A black guy's coming out there? Right. He's the negotiator. Hey man, can you bring a black guy out here, calm these black people down?
For what? For what? Because you don't like what I said to your. You ain't nobody.
He's still cussing?
The problem is they're refusing to put the windows down. They're moving throughout the entire cab, and we asked them to get out because of that, and they refuse to get out.
Rear-seat passenger, Minnie's got no seatbelt. Minnie's got no seatbelt.
That's a bogus reason.
You got no seatbelt.
He said he was unsafe. I think
I was joking when I said that he can give him a ticket because he has no seatbelt. Technically, I'm pretty sure he was driving without one, but right now he's stationary.
He was trying to hide something? Yeah.
Let's step out. No problem.
No problem.
Here we go.
Don't touch me.
Okay, just step through that. Get away from me.
Get away from me.
Get away from me. Can touch this.
There's no reason for them to get come to search you. No, there's absolutely no reason. Right, I know.
Hey, relax.
That's the reason why they want him out of
He knew that was gonna happen.
the car. They want to search him. Yeah. Did he have to grab him right there? He's been aggressive. Yeah. But I don't think so. Well, the cops are being aggressive too. They got like 50 cops there. Got a helicopter on us. They pulled him over, I think, bogusly.
This is so stupid. Why do cops do this, bro? He hit a cop. He didn't. He tripped.
Relax, you make it a lot worse.
I hope that police officer got that on dash cam, him not turning on his turn signal. What? You gonna find out what happened? Yeah, you gonna find out. Yeah.
So we spent 12-10 minutes, whatever the fuck the guys were arguing for, probably half an hour or multiple hours, just to wind up in the same situation. They didn't improve their situation one bit. Might as well just get it over with. Okay, if a cop pulls you over, just get it over. Take me to jail already. Why? I know you're gonna take me to jail for some reason. Just take me to jail already. Let's expedite the process.
Watch the video. Hey, look, they arrested him.
A lot of compliance gets you a long way.
Look.
If you get pulled up by the police, they take you out. For what? That's what
Look, see, searched him. That's what they wanted. Yeah, that's what they wanted to do, yeah.
I hope he sues them. And he's in the right, hopefully.
I know I did. I'm gonna use my turn signal. They just want to get in my pennant. Listen, I've been on my own since I was 16. I've been selling dope since I was 15 years old.
Hey, yo, brother. What are you doing?
No, I don't. So I know when I'm being stereotyped. I'm not excited. I'm working. From the moment I pulled up, it's all on camera. You want me to
Of course you're excited if you're a black person getting pulled over by fucking 10 cars of cops.
tell you why? Because if I was an old man, I would have took my license insurance off their car and told me, oh man, you can go by yourself. Because I'm in the car. Can I finish that? There's 3 black dudes in the car that's tinted up, and you feel like it's guns and drugs. So now I feel stereotyped to the point that you anxious to get inside my car.
Truth be told, it is a little bit fucked up, but that could be the case. A lot of black people are in gangs. A lot of tinted up cars are used by gangs. Both could have weapons. I mean, it's not wrongly stereotyped, but it is annoying to be stereotyped as.
That you got 50 outside to search my car.
As always, it's great. They're both in the right.
Man, can you blame the cops though? That's how our people operate. Yeah, but I understand that. They got to be safe. There's 3 violent Negroes in the car. He could have just wrote a ticket though, Kevin.
Possibly.
Yeah. But no, that's not why they put him over. They want to lurk. Yeah, they want to take him to jail.
Because I feel violated about my rights, about my car
But
that I paid a
I know this is Chicago, but should they be
easy, brother? You're literally gonna pop a vein.
really doing this? If you put him up for
I've never seen a forehead vein that thick in my life.
transportation, just write him a ticket and let him go. Yeah.
This is literally gonna go Super Saiyan.
Several lawful orders. They gave me several lawful orders. They gave me several lawful orders.
Technically, yeah.
I'll see what this is about. At the end of the day, if your son was respectful, I would have just given him a warning and that's it. It was going to be a simple conversation. But
You said that? If he was just respectful, I would have let your son go. There's 20 cop cars out there in a helicopter. I was just going to let him go. All they had to do is be respectful.
They wanted to catch them for something, but they just happened to be lawful citizens, law-abiding citizens. Now imagine doing all of this and one of them is actually convicted for something and he gets away.
For no reason. All the windows are tinted. He rolls up the window. Well, what are we supposed to do? We can't see nothing in the car. And then it just
You should have kept the window down.
Yeah, it is sensible.
You hear that?
The old timer?
What is that? The guy in the white shirt's got a warrant.
Uh-oh.
Him.
Man, come on, man. Let's have a champagne. Looks like
See, I told you, one of them was good for something. One of them good.
So it turns out the cops were kind of right.
For something.
So does the driver go free?
So both of them went to jail, huh? You gonna see?
You gonna see?
What?
You want your ticket or are we good?
This guy too?
I don't give a it's a ticket. I'm gonna rip it up, to be honest with you.
Do laws not exist in America anymore? They don't apply? I mean, you're just telling this to a cop?
That's dumb.
On camera?
To be honest with you, I'm gonna rip it up. None of y'all can give me nothing.
Are you an illegal immigrant and this is New York?
So can I get my ID back so I can go?
Do you understand why all this transpired?
You say he didn't put his turn signal on, whatever. I understand how a traffic stop is supposed to go. First of all, you know this too. That's illegal.
What's he turn around? What?
Your blue transformer blocking somebody in like this on a traffic stop is very illegal. It is. It's very illegal. You know how
It's an arrest. They can do whatever.
God takes the same way because it is. That's very.
Just because it looks bad doesn't mean it's illegal.
Man, that's very illegal. They're gonna throw it out because of that.
Illegal.
When we go to trial, y'all should stop.
This guy's pulling a Hassan. He's literally like, man, why are you picking on me when Gaza right now is being blown to bits?
Stop doing that. That's illegal. Give a person a chance to run if they're gonna run.
What?
Give them a chance
What about the children?
That's how you make your job good. But we wasn't gonna run. That's how you make the case good because obviously, like I just said, like you know, that's illegal. You know that.
He said you got to give them a chance to run.
Yeah, if they're gonna run,
then it makes your case good. This is the thing in the black community. There is
What the fuck, bro?
Special people in that community. He said that's illegal to block them because you're not giving them a chance to run.
No comment. What? Is he for real? Is he memeing?
Y'all not supposed to do that, right? Correct. Correct.
It's not against
How do you not forget to swallow your food?
It's not against the law.
I'm done talking, okay? Can I have my ID back?
Yeah. You? Yeah. Man, since the day when I talking for why y'all ain't catching no killers? Goddamn! Because we're doing
Great, the women are here.
Pull me over.
The keys, he got the keys.
We're doing bullshit, man.
Keys.
Just let me go.
I could have, but you're acting like this.
You ain't stopping no killers.
You're acting like this.
There's kids and girls get killed.
You're right.
But you ain't stopping them.
No,
You stopping them.
They're pulling a Hassan, Jesus.
You're occupying us with yeah, no, I got you. Thank you.
A lot of people don't realize that's how they take killers off the road. Yeah. See that? Mm-hmm. Misdemeanor. That's what it is. Case disposition dismissed. Yeah. They pulled up. That was a bogus traffic stop.
For him, yeah, but
turned
out they did get someone. So it wasn't that bogus. But it did turn, yeah. It's annoying for him and fucked up for the other guy. Hey, it is what it is.
All these lawful orders for the...
So it turns out the stereotype was right. The cops were right to pull them over. They did catch someone.
Got the car. Yeah, everything about it was unlawful. Yeah, that's why it was dismissed. Now everybody... Now, I'm sure in the comments, but like, no, he should be more respectful.
Yeah. But think about it.
He knows he's getting stereotyped.
Yeah. If you're going to treat somebody with respect, I mean, I know he's a police officer, but sometimes respect is earned. That dude pulled him over bogusly. Why would you respect somebody that's, abusing his power like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I would have never acted like that.
Yeah. I wouldn't act like that, neither.
Yeah.
He's young and he feels entitled.
Yeah.
And
Can't let these can't let these white supremacists get to you.
Man, I don't think a white supremacist.
I'm joking. I ain't mean that.
Yeah. He's just a corrupt cop. That's all.
No, it's not corrupt. He's doing his job.
No.
Keith, that dude pulled him over on a bogus traffic stop. He got one of them. One of them is good for something.
I'm pretty sure most likely they noticed that 3 or 4 black guys are in a tinted car. Again, congruent. Let's just check them and see.
Got him off the streets. No, but that's why.
Did his friend look like they would have? Well, his friend had a warrant, so
no. No boom boom. Okay, then I'm gonna do it. Show's over. Banned. We know this already. It wasn't as fun as I was hoping. Usually they have a lot of stupid shit going on, but lately it seems more politics. Maybe next time we can have a little bit more of a laugh. Anyhowzers, I'm gonna have to go feed the stray cats and then hit the gym and help my parents. Doesn't matter. See you guys. Technically tomorrow could be. See you guys the next one. Whatever. Just have a great night. Have a good one. Have a great day. Take care of yourselves. Eat, drink, chill. Take care.